Good evening, everybody. My name is Bolthra, and welcome to Restless Barbarian Gaming. Tonight, we're playing one of my favorite games, Call of Cthulhu, and we are playing one of the classic kind of intro stories for Call of Cthulhu, because I have a couple newbies here who haven't played the game before. So we're gonna try to take it easy on them tonight. I'm sure everything will be fine. There will be sparkly unicorns at the end. So with that said, I am gonna go ahead and have my players introduce themselves and tell us who they're playing. So let's pick on the new kid first. Fun size. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, so I'm Fun Size, and I'm playing Sarah McDonnelly, the debutante who's a little too into the occult.
Awesome. And T.
Hi, I'm T. I'm playing Dyer Whelan, a 31-year-old bishop for the Episcopal Church in Boston.
Awesome. Always glad to have the clergy involved. Well, this particular story takes place in the year 1920 in Boston, Massachusetts, and we'll say it's late summer. The place we start off at is a small cafe. I will say it's Granger's Cafe, and our characters are investigators who are going to be meeting up with a landlord. His name is Mr. Stephen Knott, and he has asked the investigators to meet with him. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have some handouts for the players, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to share that on the screen, and I'm also going to, in Discord for them, go ahead and add that so they can see it a little bit easier than the because it might be a little tiny on the screen. So
Just a little.
yeah. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm going to read this first description to you, and we're going to get rolling here. So let's go back. A landlord, Mr. Knott, asks you to examine an old house in central Boston known as the Corbitt House. The former tenants, the Macaro family, were involved in a tragedy, and the owner wishes to understand the mysterious happenings at the house and set matters straight. Mr. Knott has been unable to rent the house out since the tragedy and hopes you can clear things up and restore its good name. He offers to pay you for your time and trouble at a rate of $20 per day. The landlord gives you the keys, the address, and $20 cash in advance. Knowing your jobs, you will want to conduct some research before you head to the house. You could check out old newspaper articles at the offices of the Boston Globe, head to the Central Library, or go to the Hall of Records. The choice is yours. So let's first get to know the characters a little bit. I know we got their names. Why don't you give us descriptions of kind of what they look like and kind of what some of their mannerisms are? And either player can start first.
You can go if you want.
I'm still trying to not.
I can go if you want. Okay, so let me just make sure I have this up for myself. Okay, so Dyer, as I said, is a bishop for the Episcopalian Church in Boston. He's about 5'10", I believe. Kind of a leaner build. Has a tendency to kind of slouch forward a little bit, like a kind of ruddier skin tone and like dirty blonde hair and gray eyes. He currently has on like just some big kind of almost like Coke bottle circular glasses, with the thick lenses, with like a chain attached to the sides, and he's also in his robes, of course, when he shows up.
Okay. Maybe he's just picking up a little extra work on the side. Who knows? The church doesn't pay well.
It does not. I actually looked that up while I was making this character. It doesn't.
No. Alrighty.
All right, so Sarah is, 30, so lovely pairing, which we did not coordinate at all. Not bad looking. She has her leisure to do what she needs to do, but she generally, unless forced, kind of plainer clothing, more dark neutrals, usually skirt and dark blouse.
Okay.
Carrying her little, I should say little in quotations, purse, with a few odds and ends and weird bits that really no lady of means would surely need, along with her little glass case for when she actually needs them. Red hair, brown eyes, everything's pulled back and looking neat. Family image.
Okay. The landlord is just kind of giving you the story, giving you the money, and just kind of expects contact on what's going on. You have really three options where you can start off with. Why don't you look again at the handout and decide maybe where you want to go first? It doesn't have to be done in any order, and you can skip some of these if you want, but these would be your three choices to start off with.
And we would be going to the same place, right?
You can split up if you'd like. Remember, this is 1920, so there's no, I send her a text when I get there. You'd have to, go, okay, well, then we're going to meet again at, or paging as we do in our vampire game. So.
Okay. Well, I think Dyer would be interested in probably going to the Hall of Records because I'm just assuming from the name, but is this like a government building or something, public building where they keep a record of all the families, like the census, essentially, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then I think Dyer would kind of turn to Sarah and say, I'm not doing an accent. I just can't. I'm so sorry. I thought about it momentarily.
Let me tell you, lass, I think I'm going there first.
I'm going to end up sounding like the Lucky Charms guy. God, no. I have a thought that maybe we should head to the Hall of Records. If not first, then maybe shortly thereafter when we go where you would like to. I'd like to see if there's any information about the Macario family.
I have, and she'll respond back, I have no qualms with that.
Okay, so the Hall of Records it is.
Okay, surely nothing bad could happen at the Hall of Records.
No, never.
Oh, not at all.
The worst thing that should be able to happen is a paper cut.
You're hoping.
Famous last words. Okay.
That's the worst thing that should happen is a paper cut. Yes, now it's famous last words.
Okay. All righty. Wait. That's the wrong one, Thomas. Before I get mixed up on something here, Hall of Records. Okay. Well, you get to the Hall of Records, and the way this is going to work is you are going to basically do your own research at this place. And what you'll be doing is it will take you a half day to do research on what you're looking for. Now, remember that the Macarios were renting here. So there may not necessarily be a lot of information about them renting at the house, but
Would there be any information? Would we be able to find like who originally owned the house here, or no?
yes, you may be able to find some information about the house.
Okay.
What you would be doing is when you get there is you're each going to make a library use roll. And if you guys each want to do that first, you get there. It's not quite, obviously no computers. So they are basically just kind of turning you loose in the records room to begin your research. So again, it would be
in a candy store.
Mhm. And it would be a library use roll for each of you.
Okay.
Alright.
Is that the D100, right?
Yes, yeah. Yes, you would just look at your character sheet, and
I have a.
looks like
I
Dyer has a 20 in library use.
Oh, I probably should have put that number in there, huh?
Yeah.
Do it now. Okay. I don't think I'm gonna. I got a 10.
You got a 10?
I got a 10.
Okay. So
I
we're
got
gonna
a
say
D100. That's so lucky.
a 10 out of 20 is awesome. So okay. How about Sarah?
Sarah's player licked Will Wheaton, and I got a 91 out of 30.
Okay. Well, Sarah, all you really got was a massive
records
headache.
blow up.
You spent half a day digging through all sorts of piles of papers and books, and at the end of the day, just have a massive migraine. But for Dyer, I am going to share some information
my
that you
special
find.
ability. Tire myself out by reading, but going until I'm gonna pass out.
Okay. And let me put that in Discord for you guys.
Okay.
It's handout 7. Oh wait, hold on. Okay, you should be able to see it in Discord, but let me go ahead and read it to our friends watching on the stream. And again, if this is your first time with us, thank you for joining. Please be sure to give the video a like and come back for all of our content. So the information you find at the Hall of Records, civil court records show that the executor of Walter Corbitt's will was Reverend Michael Thomas, pastor at the Chapel of Contemplation and Church of Our Lord, Granter of Secrets. The Register of Churches, also available in the Hall of Records, notes the closure of the Chapel of Contemplation in 1912.
Okay. I'm just reading it one more time to make sure I understand.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know, I've heard the word executor before. Is that like what executor? Oh, is that the person that is in charge of like holding on to and showing the will when a person dies?
Uh, I think it's the person who takes over. It's yeah. It's not necessarily the person who gets money or whatever, but yeah, it's the
Right,
person
right.
who's in
It's the
charge
person who's
of.
like the professional you would hire to be like, please read this will
Correct.
and legalize it essentially.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Reverend Michael Thomas. Do I know that name by any chance? Is there a way for me to know if I know that name?
Yeah, we can see if you. Let me look at your character sheet
I mean, if they
again.
were alive in the past 15 years, maybe.
Well,
Only
yeah,
31.
it was in 1912.
Right.
Um,
Fair.
you could just give me a history roll.
Oh my god, do I even have that?
You do. You have
I do?
27 in history.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I probably was like, meh, I'll put it in history. Like leftover points. And it came in handy.
Sarah, you can try. You do have a 5 in history, so
We'll see.
okay. But it's up to you.
Yeah, I shouldn't
I'm
have
still
tried to roll.
nursing a migraine.
What did you get?
70.
Oof. Okay.
Tom, I swear to God, you're not gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe this. So I'm gonna
Okay.
take a picture
Okay.
of the dice roller because I
Okay.
got a 4, and I'm gonna
Oh,
post this
Okay.
in the, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
If it comes up again, then I'm calling bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we
Let me
will.
post this picture because I'm nuts.
Yeah.
If you are fudging your dice roller, please let me know how to
Yeah,
do
I was gonna
that.
say. Yeah,
I've
share,
hacked the system.
share with the class. So.
I'm
Yeah.
using
Okay.
physical dice and I'm a bit scared.
All right. You got a. And also, any roles you guys succeed at, there's going to be a little checkbox to the left of, say, like history. There should be like a little box, um, or you can just notate on your sheet anytime you got a success, because that's something later on you're able to for your uh, basically experience points later on. So just keep track of anything you're successful at. So
Gotcha. Okay.
now getting a 4 on that, you wonder first off about this. You Reverend Michael Thomas. Yeah, I mean, you remember some kind of story about something about this chapel of contemplation, and you almost wonder, was there some kind of criminal action about this? You're like, it comes up because it was just kind of an odd name, and you think maybe if you checked in the criminal court records, maybe you might be able to find more.
Okay. Dyer, who's like, I'm imagining that Dyer and Sarah just kind of sitting at like one of those, like tables with these giant records open. Sarah's probably rubbing her temples because she's got a migraine going on. But Dyer's just kind of got bags under his eyes now. Normally he kind of just looks like a little boyishly charming, like, just pleasant. Right now he looks obsessed. He looks very obsessed. And then he's gonna look up from the book and just stand up and mutter, I need to go get the criminal records and start walking that way. Like he's in a trance right now. He's so
There, yeah, there's a clerk who works in the department, and they've kind of helped you out a little bit. This sounds like something though you might not really be able to get your hands on very easily because it is like criminal records. But if you chose to be polite
Charm.
or there you have charm and you have persuade, it might be something that if you were successful on that, they might be inclined to help you.
Okay. I do have charm.
Okay.
I will go up to the clerk.
Mhm.
And what does the clerk look like?
Kind of a average looking guy. Is probably like late 20s, still has a little bit of acne, has some thin wire glasses. His hair is kind of curly and it's kind of unkempt. He looks like a guy who really enjoys working for the city and enjoys the power that it gives him. Your people
I
need
was
to,
like, "Aw," and then I was like, "Oh."
yeah. I mean, normally you'd be like, "Fuck this guy," but it's one of those, like I've got control of records.
Mm.
He hasn't been unpleasant to you, but you
Little
haven't really asked for
condescending
anything.
look.
Yes, yeah. Like, what are women doing in here reading? So, remember, it's 1920, so yeah.
Alrighty. Dyer will walk up to the clerk and
Can I help you?
oh god. Sorry.
And he kind of like wipes his nose on his shirt. He's like, "Can I help you?"
Hello, sir. I was really hoping that I could come to you for some guidance. I'm looking for something in particular, and if I remember correctly, you've worked here quite a while, so I figure you're quite knowledgeable.
Yeah.
Would you perhaps be kind enough to assist me with a little bit of research? I'm trying to find. It was the criminal records section, right?
Criminal court records. Yeah.
I'm doing a little research on some religious history for the city, and I need to look, or I'm hoping to look at the criminal records. Because I remember there being an incident some time ago.
You'll have
About
to be
8
more
years
specific.
back. About 8 years back, I believe that the reverend for the church that I'm looking for was, oh god, I forgot the name. Reverend Michael, was it Reverend Michael something?
Michael Thomas. Yeah.
Oh, it was Michael Thomas. Okay.
Mhm.
I was like taking the easy way out in my brain. Reverend Michael Thomas.
Well, anything with a serious crime would be handled in the county, commonwealth, or federal courts. You'd have to go there. You can go look at the central police station. Maybe they can help you there.
Is he telling me I can't look at the court records?
He doesn't have them.
Oh, he doesn't have them. Okay.
Yeah. Now you can roll law if you have it to see if he's telling you the truth. Maybe he's just lazy and doesn't want to do his job. But it's up to you.
But I feel like because he's so prideful and seems like a fucking know-it-all. Excuse my language. Sorry. There's a know-it-all that he probably wouldn't err on the side of telling me the incorrect information.
Okay.
At least that's what Dyer's believing.
Okay.
But
what say you, Sarah?
There's a 50-50 chance.
that he's lying.
Yeah, but I do have something that may be able to tell whether he is or not.
Okay.
My credit rating.
Oh. Oh, so money talks. So
Exactly.
okay, what are you thinking about?
So she's a
What
very
could George Washington do for you?
exactly.
It is 1920, so
And a young woman, kind of pretty with some money, uh,
yeah.
slightly flirting and a
Then
slip of some cash.
that's more charm or persuade.
Okay.
Credit rating is mostly used for to determine
Yeah.
your standing. Can
Yeah.
you afford to go do something? I mean, um, so yeah, that's good. If you're going to try to flirt, or so, that's more charm or persuade.
I I I don't like those odds on either of those.
Well,
And I do have a psychology of 70, so
you could try just psychology just to see if he's being sketchy. And
let's try that one and see how bad the dice hate me tonight.
okay,
57 out of 70.
okay, you passed. He is being honest.
Okay.
That you're like, yeah, he's kind of a jerk. And it was kind of being snotty about kind of this, kind of everybody knows that, serious crimes would be at, the police station. So yeah.
Well, if the truth is we have to go, then I'd say we didn't need anything else here.
So it's probably about 12, 12:30 in the afternoon. We'll say you first met in the morning. So,
Mhm.
so you guys have spent about half a day so far.
Okay.
So you've been to the Hall of Records. You could if you want to continue that path, you would be going to the higher courts at the Central Police Station. But you also do have the Boston Globe and the library as other options. So, but you guys tell me where you want to go.
Well, the
Oh,
court may have more detail, but I suspect anything like that would have been reported on too.
that's fair. Um, well, we could always go to see if there's something at the Boston Globe first, and then if there is something, then proceed to maybe see the actual court case for the charge of whatever happened, in case there's some information that was, I guess, kept from the more public eye.
Yeah.
Okay. So to the newspaper then. Okay. You get to the Boston Globe. You find your way to a place where you can make inquiries about past stories. You get there. There is a young woman who's a desk clerk. She has a typewriter in front of her. She looks like she's maybe kind of working on things as she waits for other um, uh, more customers to show up. Um, you can hear faintly the sound of printing presses somewhere above you. It's kind of a hive of activity, people running around. I mean, you literally might see one of those guys with a hat that has press, on his hat or whatever. Um, but the first place you would start off with would be at the uh, at the front desk. So
Okay. mm, Clergyman at the newspaper. After you, Sarah.
All right. And Sarah will go up first and, put on a gentle, fun smile. Afternoon.
And girl looks up and she's like, "Oh, hi, how are you?"
Amazing. How are you?
"I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. What can I help you with today?"
Well, I'm looking for any old articles about a particular court case.
Court case. Well, have you tried over at the central courts?
Not yet. We figured, feel what the public was feeling back then.
Oh, okay. Well, if you're looking to research, newspaper clippings from the past, they're down in the morgue, uh, and really, we don't let the general public come in there. Um, so I'm not sure. She's like,
Is there any?
bites her
Oh,
fingernail a
Dyer's
little bit.
just gonna
Yeah.
Dyer will kind of put a hand on his chest and lean in and say,
Mhm.
"We know that we're asking a lot of you, and obviously you are hard at work here, and we hate to uh, do anything to put you in a hard position. But we are conducting some research on a bit of the religious history of the city and some ongoings that have happened and may have been reported by the news. Is there any way at all that you might be able to help us, my dear child?" And he'll just kind of put a gentle hand, very like, "Yes, I am a man of the cloth," put a hand on her
And
hand.
she kind of looks and she's kind of just pulls her hand back real slow. And she's like, "I'll have to ask one of the editors." And she picks up her phone and dials, no, actually, yeah, it's by one of those, like, hand to the, whatever, and she's like,
Mhm.
"Yeah, Mr. Wilmot, there is a priest and a girl here. Um, they want to look for something down in the morgue. I told them that they're not allowed to, that we don't allow the general public, but oh, would you? Oh, thanks." So, Mr. Wilmot's going to come up and talk to you.
Thank you so
And
much.
And about 5 minutes later, kind of a bedraggled middle-aged man comes out. He's kind of got that, bald on the top and the hair on the sides, and it's kind of going gray. He smells of cigarettes. Kind of has his, shirt sleeves rolled up. You even see a little bit of what even looks like ink on his shirt. And he says, "Yeah, hey, I'm Artie Wilmot. The girl told you that we don't allow general public in here. So, you know, why don't you, go look somewhere else? We just don't got time for people coming and messing around in there. This is a business here."
If it's a business, can we perhaps purchase the information that we're looking for? This research is very important to us, so if that would be possible, we'd be more than happy to pay.
It ain't a question about paying. It's about you don't need to be in there. Okay. If it was so important, you'd find the newspaper on somebody's couch. I mean, how old a story are we talking here?
You said 1912, right,
Yes,
was when
that's
it
8 years.
closed?
8 years, yeah.
So 8 years. It would have been an article run 8 years ago.
8 years. Oh, Jesus, Mary and Joseph.
What was the
Eight
name of
years.
the church? It was.
Um.
I don't know how to
It,
see the thing that you posted in Discord, so I've been
oh.
reading them on the
Yeah,
screen.
Oh.
same.
Has it not been coming through on Discord?
No.
Let's see if we can remedy that. I'm sorry about that. Let me see if I can do that again here then. That was handout 7. 7, I think. How's that? That should be better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay. Sorry
thank
about
you.
that. And
Oh, no worries.
let me go back and get handout 1 for you again. There you go.
Dyer would say, we're specifically looking for the story run about the Chapel of Contemplation and Church of Our Lord Granter of Secrets.
The
You
who's
may-
what?
The Chapel of Contemplation and the Church of Our Lord Granter of Secrets. Quite a religious scandal.
I don't know nothing about that.
Is there a way to tell if somebody's lying?
Well,
Or try and read if they're lying?
you can try psychology to determine their motives.
Okay. So if I didn't add anything to psychology, then is it just the number in the parentheses?
Correct. Yeah.
So it's 10.
Okay. I think your friend there is maybe better in psychology.
We'll see. The dice have not been on my side tonight. 62 out of 70.
Okay.
Yay!
You see, that's just a regular success.
Yes!
From what you can tell, he doesn't seem like he's lying. I mean, this is a newspaper, so tons of stories come in asking him to remember anything about this church is probably not tickling his brain. There might be another angle that you might want to try. Perhaps something about the house itself, the Corbitt House itself. Asking about Mr. Corbitt. There might be another angle that you that you need to check on.
Or perhaps anything about Michael Corbitt and the Corbitt House?
Mm-hmm. Now, he seems like he's a little, already put out a little bit. So you have a couple options. You could try to use.
I have to push.
Well, no, hold on. You could use charm. You could use intimidate. You could use persuade, or you could use fast talk. Now, fast talk is a way of trying to con somebody. Persuade is trying to bring them around to your way of thinking using rational arguments. Intimidate is just being aggressive with them. And then friendliness. Now, friendliness so far doesn't seem to have worked very well with him, but that is an option that you can try.
The only thing that would make sense to try would be charm.
Okay.
Because I don't think I'm going to be able to persuade this dude.
Well, it depends on what Sarah can do. So.
True.
I would have gone with persuade just because it's my highest. And then she'd be like, I'm looking at possibly buying the property and want to know the provenance of the history or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, so what you guys should really do is just bounce ideas off, and then if you say, "Hey, I have persuade," let me try. You can also both try the same roles, but again, you've seen that one has, one is better at one thing than another. So,
right.
So you think you want to try persuade then?
Possibly.
Okay.
Hey, have at.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a persuade roll then.
All right, let me grab a new D10 or a D100.
Okay.
Come on, roll a 1 even.
Tonight is not my night.
What'd you get?
74.
Okay. And
Stick a fork in me, I'm done.
Okay. So he listens to you, and he's like, yeah. I mean, that's great. You want to you want to buy a property, but that still don't mean I give you access to my to the newspaper clippings. Would you like to push the roll?
Well,
Do you guys have fast talk or? And again, you can try charm again if you want. So
I do have fast talk, but let me see. Yeah.
I do have an okay charm,
okay.
but I'm wondering if maybe we should pursue some of the other avenues first and then get more
Yeah.
information and
Okay.
then come back and use that.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. Okay. All right. So you can come back to the globe. So that would leave you with the library you haven't been to, and then the central police station. So, and it's probably about probably like 1:30, 2 o'clock by now. So
Okay. 1912, there are no computers. Or there are
No.
computers. No, there's not
no
computers. Okay.
computers.
Nope. But about
Might have been a
one,
stupid question. Sorry.
Yep.
about 1-2 would be about lunch and towards the time when most might be switching shifts, correct?
Yeah.
So if we go to the police station, we can kind of possibly exploit the chaos.
Yeah.
Oh.
That might be fair. They always have the scene of a cop taking a hooker somewhere, so it's pretty standard in the okay, you get to the you get into the central police station, and you really kind of end up finding your way up to the kind of sergeant's desk, and I won't try to do a bad accent, but the sergeant's like, what do you want to report?
Not really report, just try and get some records.
Okay, what kind of records you got? You're looking for?
We were looking for any records pertaining to the Chapel of Contemplation and Church of Our Lady, Our Lord, Granter of Secrets.
Such a long
It
title.
is. It really is. Yeah.
That was a mouthful.
I'm gonna see.
Or on Reverend Michael Thomas.
What's your credit rating again, Sarah?
94.
94?
Okay.
You look like a really smart and well put together person who probably knows what they're doing. So based on your credit rating and the fact that he rolled a 100, which is a critical fail, he says, yeah, if you know what year you're looking for, I suppose, we can have somebody get you down there and help you take a look there.
Yeah, it would have been 1912.
1912. Okay. And he kind of whistles and he says, "Hey, Clancy, can you, ma'am, I forgot to ask your name."
Sarah McDonnelly.
And he has like this old school kind of like ledger he has to write it in. And Reverend?
Bishop Dyer Whelan.
Okay. Yeah. You guys look, and he's just giving you this look like, you guys look like absolutely legit. Like, I'm going to help you as much as I can. So he is going to help. He's going to have this guy Clancy, more of kind of a kid, take you to the court records. Everything is by year, really by date, and shows you these just massive filing cabinets. And he says, "Well, I guess if you need any help, just let me know. My name's Clancy."
We
Sarah will go.
appreciate that.
Well,
Okay.
thank you.
You have a great day now. So,
Oh.
And
Oh,
if you remember-
Clancy.
and if you remember on The Simpsons, always the kid is like, "It's my first day," like that kind of voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also every like 80s movie with like a nerdy teenager at the
Exactly.
pizza place.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Basically that. So let me put this in Discord for you. And that is handout 8. Okay. So this again takes you some research. So it's probably going to take you maybe the rest of the afternoon. But we will read what you got. The file concerns a secret raid on the Chapel of Contemplation. The police raid was occasioned by affidavits swearing that the members of the church were responsible for the disappearances of neighborhood children. During the raid, 3 policemen and 17 cult members were killed by gunplay or fire. Autopsy reports are singularly lacking detail and uninformative, as though the coroner had not actually performed examinations. Though 54 members of the church were arrested, all but 8 were released. The records hint of an illegal intervention in the proceedings by an important local official offering stories of the battle. The biggest criminal action in the city's history that never appeared in print. Pastor Michael Thomas was arrested and sentenced to 40 years in prison on 5 counts of second-degree murder. He escaped from prison in 1917 and fled the state.
Oh, wow.
Oh, lovely.
Michael Thomas is terrible. What a bad dude.
Now, and again, the biggest criminal action in the city's history that never appeared in print.
That never appeared in print,
Yeah.
so it's a good thing we came here.
Now, there might be a story that wasn't printed, but
Yeah.
from what this
because
says,
of pressure, because there's an important local official, they think, that put some pressure.
possibly, yeah.
Oh. And also, okay, I guess in character, I feel like Dyer's gonna look up from this thing this court document they're reading and say, all right, there's it's a lot just from this, but it's also a few more questions than actual answers. Like why would the autopsy reports have no information from the coroner? Was the coroner unable to explain what they saw?
Who knows? Maybe. Though it does beg the question, why would an important local official also be covering it up?
Mm-hmm. And I can't help but notice that this doesn't say anything about whether or not they found any of the missing children.
That is worrisome.
I wonder if there's a way to figure out who the coroner was.
Yeah.
Maybe our esteemed cop individual at the front.
Come on, bad dice rolls.
Um,
If you want to go
do
back and
you want
talk
to
to him
try
again,
and?
yeah, you would need some rolls again.
Yeah, I think there's gonna be like. I feel like we kind of lucked out here, but if we kind of start nosing around even more, um, we're gonna need a game plan per se. Or yeah, we're gonna need a game plan. How did you feel about buttering up a cop?
Sarah's just gonna roll her eyes and not
I
really
I will
answer that.
assist. I will assist in any way that I can. Uh, you definitely have a way with your words, so perhaps you would like to lead on this, or
With some assistance, yes. I don't have great grandmother's particular charms.
all right. So before we go and ask, do you think we need to be careful about what exactly we're asking for? Would
I
would the cops here be the way to figure out who the coroner was on that case? Or would that be listed in this court document somewhere? Is the autopsy report included in the court document?
It is not. No,
Did
that
it
would
say who the coroner was?
just said county coroner.
Okay.
County coroner. Oh, we could also then just go to we could just if it says county coroner, we could just go to the county coroner's office or place or whatever. I don't know where coroners usually are. Do they have their own building?
They
Are
would,
they attached to something? Are they like usually at a hospital?
yeah, you would probably have to go back to the Hall of Records to try to dig it because that would be more of a wouldn't necessarily be the criminal part would be just like a
Yeah.
health records kind of thing.
Um Now, okay. Do I have enough time to copy the details of the court document?
Probably not. It is probably pushing 5 o'clock. And Clancy is
Darn.
going to come back and be like, "Excuse me, I was asked to say you need to wrap up."
Okay. In okay, no. No, it's probably fine. It's probably fine. Um, yep. Dyer will kind of nod and say, "Oh, Sarah, should we go and speak with the police officer, or do you think we should just try and figure out where the county coroner is?" Clancy, would you happen to know where the county coroner is?
I don't know that much, but maybe you could speak to the officer at the front desk. Maybe he could tell you, where you could go with that.
All
But
right.
it is almost closing time. So again, I'm supposed to ask you to leave, please.
All right.
All right.
Dyer will follow after Clancy.
And it does take you back past the front desk where the sergeant still is, and he just kind of tips his hat at you, and he's like, "Were you able to find what you needed?"
A bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Do you mind if we ask a quick question before we head out?
Well, we are closing, but yeah. If you make it quick.
Um, we're just wondering, for has the police force worked with the same county coroner
Oh,
for the past
sure. Oh,
15 years?
sure. Oh, sure. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, so they don't change out very often?
I don't know if they're an elected position or not, but there is. I could tell you who. There's a clerk of the court offices. Maybe they could help you find something if you're looking for more.
Okay.
But you'd have to come back in the morning because we're closing.
This place is like me when I worked in retail. We're closing.
Exactly.
Would you like to get out?
Exactly.
I want to go home.
We'll be closing in 5 minutes. Is there anything I can help you with?
Okay. You know what? Unless Sarah wants to add anything in that, jar is good.
Sarah's good. She, no, she's not going to get anything else tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you will leave, and you will, I guess, pick up again in the morning.
Yeah.
Where would you like to start in the morning? You could go back to the Globe to try to get to the stories. You did not go to the library yet.
No.
No. So if you wanted to go to the library, you do not have to do any of this. You could go straight to the Corbitt House if you wanted to, but it depends on how soon you want to go there. How much more information do you want to get? So.
Did you want to try and see who the coroner was, just to see if maybe they had something?
See, you still there?
Oh my gosh, was I muted?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was talking. Oh no. I was saying, yes, I'd really like to try and figure out who the coroner was, and if it's the same person, like the sergeant said they've been working the same coroner or whatever for some time, that it would be nice to speak with this person. I just can't let go of the thought that figuring out what it is
Okay.
that the coroner saw and stuff with the bodies that they omitted from the court documents is weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
And might give us a little bit of an idea of what we're dealing with, hopefully.
Okay. So you're going to go back then to the central police station, and then try to find out who from the clerk of the court offices can help you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You get back the next day. Luckily, the same sergeant is on duty. There's a lot of noise going on in the station this morning. Looks like they just rounded up some Irish gangsters and are processing them. And the sergeant looks up again and he says, "Oh, hey, yeah, you're back again."
Yes.
I can't help but think that we're staring at each other, seeing those Irish gangsters being locked up, like, awkward.
And I'm Irish, so I'm allowed to make all these jokes. So, hey, there's a reason they call them paddy wagons. So, anyway, yeah, he's like, well, you were asking, and he kind of snaps his fingers, and let me have him roll and see if he remembers what the hell he was talking to you guys about. He does this time. He says, yeah, because you were looking into that case about a chapel or something. Was that it? Was that what you guys were looking for?
Yes.
And you wanted to know, he says, He says, geez, O'Halloran, I can't remember what it was. You wanted some more information. I didn't have time for it yesterday. I apologize.
No, you're fine. We came towards when you were closing up this portion of your duties. We were wondering if you had the name of the coroner.
I don't, but let me get Ms. Jabrun for you, and maybe she can help you out. So he picks up the old school phone, waits, and he's like, "Hey, Kim, yeah, there's some folks here who need some information about a coroner's record." And he kind of looks over at you.
Yes.
And he says, "Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, you'll be up. Oh, swell." And a couple minutes later, a well-dressed woman comes up. She has kind of her hair pulled back very severely, kind of very thick glasses on, and she kind of slides up in front of you, and she says, "How can I help you?"
Yes, we were hoping to see if we could get the name of the coroner.
Well, that would be Dr. Fisher.
Lovely. Do you happen to have an address for him?
Well, he works here, but he doesn't take visitors.
Oh, darn. I was really hoping to talk with him.
Is there something specifically that I could help you with?
I feel like she doesn't like us already.
And she's smiling like a cat.
Can I kind of psychology her just to
Yes.
see her motives?
Yeah. Go ahead and roll psychology, and you will get this at a bonus. And what that means is you basically roll twice and take the better.
Okay, good, because
Like-
my first roll was 79.
Okay. So go ahead and roll it again.
44 out of 70.
Okay, good.
Yay!
Yeah, if you didn't know better, she was looking for something from you. Perhaps
She wants to know why we're digging. I feel
maybe
like.
or maybe just a little quid pro quo.
Oh, okay.
All right. Trying to think of what we could offer her without like totally actually no, this is the 20s. Bribery is basically legal.
Yeah, and I also keep forgetting how money works in this game.
Credit rating, basically.
Because I know what I did the calculation and stuff for like my assets, but your assets are different from like the actual cash you have on.
Yeah.
I think it said it had like spending level is 10.
She's
I
kind
have
of
60 cash. Oh, I have 60 cash. That was the calculation.
she kind of bats her eyes at Sarah and kind of has
Is
these
10
long red nails and was just kind of tapping them on the desk.
Is $5 a lot in 1912? I feel like it is.
It is. I mean, considering the guy's paying you $20 a day. So, yeah.
So with her tapping, Sarah's just gonna kind of like slide her hand underneath hers and just like hold it and go, "Oh my gosh, I love your nail polish."
Oh, and she's like, "Oh, I just had them done."
Oh,
And just kind of gives you this like knowing wink.
Oh, wow.
She's just gonna bat her eyes and go, "You are either going to have to tell me who, or come with me."
Give me a charm roll, please. Charm or fast talk? Which you have?
They're both the same.
Okay, charm then.
24 out of 35.
Okay. She says,
I love this. You're doing amazing.
She says, "I'd like that. Maybe we could go together sometime."
Yes.
Is there something specific you need from the coroner's office?
Yeah, well, just
And she
going
says
to
this in
get,
kind of a real low voice. So,
she's just gonna kind of like bite her lower lip and
mm,
look a little flustered.
hmm it's okay.
And lean in and go,
Mhm.
I was hoping to get some information on a particular church.
Church? What? She kind of wrinkles her nose, like, what do you want a church for?
Well, it has a
Dyer's
certain
just like, whoa.
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
mean, uncaring that you're a man of the cloth.
no. She's gonna lower her voice a little more and lean in, and as she's still holding her hand and go,
hmm
and like slightly rubbing the back of her thumb along
hmm
like the top of her hand, and
hmm
go, they're the best for seances and rendezvous when you don't want anyone to come looking for you.
See how she reacts to that.
Dyer's gonna clear his
Oh,
throat and be
she.
a little flustered here.
Oh yeah. Oh, she is. She is down. Um, and she
Oh my
says,
gosh.
"Let
Say
me."
a Hail Mary.
She says, "Let me see what I can find for you."
And she's just going to slowly linger as long as she can, holding her hand, and go,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. She's like, "Give me, give me about 30 minutes." She's and what year was this? Was this case in?
Uh, what year was it?
1912.
1912.
1912. Yeah.
1912. Do you remember what the name of the church was, or the?
The Chapel of Contemplation and Church of Our Lord, Granter of Secrets.
Let's see. She goes, doesn't ring a bell to me, but let me see what I. And she just kind of like runs her thumb like across your palm, and just kind of gives you a wink, and does her best. Walking in high heels, walk away from you. About 30 minutes later, she does come out, and has a file with her. And she kind of just kind of waves you over, like away from like the desk,
Mhm.
um, and brings you over, and she's like, it looks like the actual autopsy records aren't here anymore, because they should be in with this. She says, but the actual results, they're not in here. She says, and I'm not. Yeah,
Interesting.
she says, you didn't hear that from me though, but
Oh, no, never, darling.
no. She says, maybe they fell out somewhere. You know, it's been 8 years. But no, I don't. I'm sorry, dear. I don't see it.
Mm. Well,
Would there be a
She
possibility
she
of
looks over
asking
at the
her?
Reverend. Like, what do you want?
Ah, Cyrus is gonna just take it as it goes. Just a tiny smile. Just like,
like no one asked you, church boy. Yeah, so,
um,
now go ahead. Yeah.
sorry, it's so funny. So Dyrus is gonna say, is there any chance at all that we might be able to, or that at least Saros, ask the source themselves?
That's going to bring up way too many questions.
or even maybe where he takes lunch.
She's like, nah, they're not there. Just take it for what it is.
Okay. And so she'll reach into her bag and take out like her little Rolodex of quick business cards.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just going to write on one basically a new wardrobe, whatever she wants, and hand it over to the clerk and be like, my personal tailor and seamstress. And she'll just hand her the card.
And she takes it and she kind of palms it and she's like, and would she have a phone number on there? Probably. Odds are maybe yes, maybe not. But
She would have written her other number on it for
Okay.
Sarah
All right.
too. In case you have, a church service or a party to attend, maybe a walk in the woods.
And that she raises an eyebrow and she's like, that's probably more my speed. So, and she just kind of she wouldn't have pockets on her dress back then. So she probably just holds it in her hand. So,
God's natural
there's some things I
pocket,
can't
bra.
stretch reality for. So
No, God's natural pocket is the bra. So,
At one
then-
point, we had pockets, so.
Anyway,
Mhm.
actually, it's Call of Cthulhu. We'll say she has pockets. She puts it in her pocket. So,
I see the pockets on her dress. I have to roll for
Yeah, exactly.
insanity.
Roll sanity. There's no way that could possibly happen. So, yeah. So she just says, she's like, yeah, I'll see you later, Sarah.
You too?
Okay. So, and you believe her without a psychology roll
Mhm.
that there's probably some fuckery going on in
Yeah.
city, and and yeah, they're just not there. So, okay.
Darn.
What's next?
Maybe we should just go to the house.
I will tell you the library might be worth it.
Yeah. We could
Oh,
try the
suddenly-
library, see if we see anything. If not, then to the house.
Suddenly, my bones, they yearn for the library, the public library.
To the library. Okay. All
As
right.
long as they have better lighting than the other place.
Yes. Library is same kind of thing. It's going to take you half a day to do your research, and you would each be making a library use roll.
All right.
Okay.
The lighting is the same as the other place.
Okay. What'd you get?
57 out of 30.
Okay. Now you remember you can spend luck, but it depends how much luck you have.
I have 30 luck.
Yeah, I wouldn't spend 27 luck on this, honestly.
Yeah. No.
How about the Reverend?
Nah, I got a 78. I did not get under 20.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now you can roll again. This isn't necessarily a push, but it's going to spend you another half day to continue researching. So you're not really under a time restraint.
Mhm.
So
Okay. I don't mind trying again.
Yeah.
okay.
I swear, my D100s are all conniving. 74.
74. Okay.
Better, but no, not quite. 44.
Okay.
Still didn't make it under 20.
Okay. All right. So you've spent a day now,
Yeah.
and you haven't found anything. So it's up to you guys.
What time is it at this point? Like 5 now?
Yeah, probably approaching 5, and the librarian's chasing everyone out. So
Oh. I still need to go over some documents for the church when I get home.
But
Or
I
back
need
to the
that. I need
church.
that $20.
Or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Ah, I think it's time to call it a day.
Okay.
Maybe tomorrow we just head to the house to do a preliminary search of the premises.
Yeah.
It should probably be fine, right?
Okay.
Alright.
Or Curiosity, the church.
Oh, that's true. The church, we could go to the church itself.
Now this place, this chapel of contemplation, well,
Has it not been spawned in location?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, it hasn't respawned.
Is that where the white edges of the game map start?
You'd
The
have
fog
to,
of war.
yeah,
access
exactly.
this
Yeah,
area.
there's still the fog of war on there. So yeah, you don't know where it was.
Okay.
The records didn't really say. So, but so you want to go to the house?
Sure.
Mhm. Question.
Mhm.
This is 1912.
It's 1920. So.
Oh, it's 1920.
Mm-hmm.
People still sometimes ask the church for things like, "Hey, can you pray over our house?
Mhm.
It's haunted."
Mhm.
So like, can I like, the night before, can I like prep some stuff to take? It doesn't have to work. It's just like,
Sure.
you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
What do you want to bring? Like holy water or?
Yeah, like some holy water, maybe some, I don't know, some salt, I
Okay.
guess.
Bath
I don't, yeah, bath salt. Yeah, to get them like Florida man. What else? I guess like maybe prepare a secondary rosary for Sarah.
Okay, that sounds fair.
Sarah would also want to prepare some stuff since she's more occult driven.
Okay.
And she will take and use the family rosary that she got, all of her, Irish Catholic upbringing with.
Okay. All right.
I do have one little question, one little thing that I want to ask. So I am wondering if, even for flavor, is it possible for Dyer to have kind of like a very old beat up, like I don't even think it's leather bound, because that material wouldn't have been used from or whatever, but like some kind of like bound thing of like in Sumerian language, because that is the language that I chose for Dyer. Because it seemed very occult churchy. I don't know.
Sure. We'll say he kind of carries almost like a
And I
doctor's
don't,
bag.
yeah, and I don't think, I'm not even asking that this does anything, but I am imagining that it's just like some like old bound thing and stuff of like different quotation mark spells in Sumerian language that Dyer keeps on him when he's like out looking for these weird occult bullshit nonsense for the church. And he's just like, I don't know if this will ever work, but like I feel safer having it than not having it.
I think it's almost like his whoopee. Like it's his
Yeah.
He just kind of he's like, I'm in trouble, but I've got those Sumerian documents. So
Exactly. Yes, because it's just like,
okay.
nothing's happened yet,
Yeah,
but
yeah. Well, yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
I'm just not saying it right.
Oh, I've been mispronouncing it all this time. So
Exactly.
Yeah, no, Sarah's going to bring the spirit board.
okay, spirit board. Sure, sure. I love it.
You know, sometimes as a beginner, you just gotta throw things at the wall and pray something sticks.
That sounds
I-
awesome.
I'm reaching back to my teen years in my occult phase that still hasn't fully petered off yet.
Sure. She brings her spirit board and with the planchette or however you say that word.
Yeah.
Nobody's pushing it, right? No, I'm not pushing it. You're pushing it. So okay, yeah, that's fair. So you want to head towards the neighborhood where the Corbitt House is supposed to be?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. You get to the area where again there's no Google Maps or anything like that, so you have to drive through the city streets. You
With a
find
regular
that
map.
Land
well,
pirate.
yeah, exactly. Like he's an old school map. The neighborhood, most of the people who lived in the area before the Great War have moved away or died. New offices and buildings have replaced most of the 19th century homes. When you get there, you do find there are some businesses. One of the things you do see is a kind of a newspaper stand on one of the corners. There's a guy selling cigars and newspapers, and he's had a couple people come up buying newspapers, and but he seems like about the most well-known person maybe on the streets. These days everybody had to go there to get their newspaper and their cigars and Wrigley's chewing gum, and all that. So you do see him as you're walking around. And you'll see that on the name of the newsstand is Dooley's Newspapers. So
Dooley's with a D?
Dooley, Dooley.
Okay. So this is like a, just to make sure I'm hearing this right, this is like a one of those sidewalk shops.
Exactly. Yeah.
A street
Kind of like a-
hawkers and
Yeah. He sells. I guess they don't even have these really anymore. He's selling like newspapers and magazines and and all that kind of thing. So
the early version of the bodega.
yes, exactly. An early bodega. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, is this an older person? Is this an older guy?
Yeah. We'll see. He's probably
Or is he pretty young?
No, I'd say he's probably got pushing 45 back then. Which 1920 people didn't live as long. So he's ancient at 45. So
Do the people who approach the vintage bodega,
mhm.
Do the people who approach it and talk to like the owner seem kind of like familiar? Like, oh yeah, how's it?
Yeah, you see them walk up and slap down a nickel or whatever, and for their newspaper. He's hey Miss hey Miss Ramirez, how's your family? Hey Dr. John, how's it? He's kind of talking to like all his regulars basically.
Right. So someone who's been established in this area for some
exactly.
time.
Yeah.
Should we go see if maybe this proprietor maybe knows where we need to go to get to the Corbitt House?
Well, the best person to ask is the one in everyone's business and who knows everybody's business.
I would say you are right on.
Actually, let me look at your character sheets for just a second. Okay, so Dyer,
Yes.
and your credit rating is. You didn't fill in a credit rating.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Is it 9? It says 9 to 60, and it did not. It
Okay.
was not clear like how you calculate that number between 9 and 60.
Okay. We're gonna go off. He's checking you guys out as you walk up, and he's just kind of judging you. All right. So let's see. He's going to. Okay. Yeah, Sarah. He seems receptive to you because you look like you can afford and definitely afford some nice clothes and maybe belong in this neighborhood.
Mhm.
And kind of just glances over at the Reverend, but does seems a little.
Oh, do you use experience points to do that? I'm so confused.
You would, yeah.
Or is it the
Actually,
skill points that you have?
well, credit rating is, I think, based on a couple different things. For what we're doing tonight, Sarah's got it.
Okay.
Don't
I
worry
won't
about
worry
it.
about it too
Yeah,
much. Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Our
Um,
next game, we'll worry
yeah,
about it.
yeah. And he says, "Hey, good morning, there, Miss. What can I get you? Newspaper? Got some new Wrigley's chewing gum?"
Oh, I would love some gum. Oh,
And he's like, oh yeah, that'll be 3 cents,
and
So-
she'll pull out $1 and give it to him.
and he's just like, "Oh, let me get you change, ma'am."
Oh, no, 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 no. That was for you, darling.
Oh, well, sure. Can I interest you in a paper or uh, well, uh, well, I haven't seen you around here. What brings you to the neighborhood?
Oh, I'm just curious about oh, let me bring back the Corbitt House.
The Corbitt House.
Yes. Some whispers among some of my friends that it is interesting.
Oh yeah, you hear lots about that place.
Yeah, I was planning on buying some property and they brought it up and it seemed interesting, but I just wanted to do my due diligence. Needed to see how much work it would have to be to, you know, make it homey.
And he kind of glances over at Dyer and he's like, "Can I get you something there, Father?"
Is there anything to drink at this vintage bodega?
Oh God. Not
Like
that would be
water?
cold. Not that would be cold.
Oh,
No.
so
I mean,
co
yeah. I mean, I don't think he sells
Coca-Cola?
drinks.
Because I thought
Ye-
Coca-Cola was created to be a warm drink.
yeah. You know what? Give me a luck roll.
Okay, what do I do? Okay.
You
And
should
I
have a
want
rating in
under.
luck. Yeah, you want
Yep,
under.
is 80. Okay. Please. 66.
Okay. Yeah, he has a small cooler with a Coca-Cola logo on it, and he has a cold soda pop. So
Dyer would say, "Oh, I really
don't you have
shouldn't,
diet?
but
Oh, so-
I, I really shouldn't, but I
Oh,
can't
go
help
ahead.
but a small treat. Sarah, would you like one?"
Oh, no, thank you. I'm trying to watch my figure.
Yeah, that stuff will pack on the pounds.
I know, and Mama
He's such a sexist pig, but
Oh god.
Trying to get me married.
Dire coughs. And says, I'll just take the one.
Oh, of course, there, Father. Business starts to slow down a little bit, so he seems like he has a couple minutes to talk about. He's like, yeah, that house. I mean, some of my customers have told me. I mean, there's been some weird stuff around this neighborhood in the last 8 years. I mean, there was that chapel or whatever ugh, that was some nasty
Oh.
business.
Yes, that
do
reverend,
tell.
if he even deserves to be called
Did you
that.
have you heard about the business that happened there?
Vaguely. Like, no one seems to know anything.
Well, let me tell you.
Just whispers within my group. Is that a lie? It is. It's okay. It's for the Lord.
Give me a psychology roll. See if he seems like the sort of fellow you can trust.
Oh no, I'm saying Dyer's lying.
Oh, I gotcha. Okay.
Dyer's saying,
Dyer's
"Oh
lying.
yeah, just some nasty business that we've talked about within my own circle."
He's like, I wouldn't go near that. Kind of what's left of there. It's old. It could be dangerous there. Who knows? And he'll point like down the street. He's like about 3 blocks that way. You'll see an old lot. He's like, that's what's left of that mess.
You said strange things have been happening in the past 8 years. What else has happened
Well, over at the
past the chapel business?
He said, well, that Corbitt House you were asking about. Let me tell you that Macario family, the Italians that were living there, they had just moved in there a couple years ago. And they say about a year after moving in, the father had a serious accident and he went mad, violently mad.
Oh dear. Well, it's good I brought you. And she'll look at.
And Dyer will just smile, but looks a little nervous.
Oh man, he critted. Okay. Well, in this case, it's good for you guys because he will just keep babbling. Because because you just look like trustworthy people. Now that father, they say he was babbling about a ghost with burning eyes.
Oh dear.
So then, get this. About a month ago, the old lady, Mrs. Macario, she went nuts too.
Oh, what happened with her? And she'll like kind of lean her arms along the counter and lean in.
Her and the husband, they locked them up in the Roxbury Sanitarium. And
they've been there ever since?
Yeah. And the worst part, they had two kids. Well, those kids are down in, I guess, with relatives down in Baltimore. But can you imagine that? I mean, seeing your parents go cuckoo. Poor kids. But yeah. I mean, it's everyone's always saying that the house is haunted and all that, and that's why nobody stays there. But yeah. What a world, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I got
what exactly? Sorry, I'm just kind of curious.
Mm-hmm.
What exactly were they doing to be seen as mad?
Well, the father, I mean, he was violent. I mean, I don't know if he was hurting the family or what he was doing, but then he starts talking about ghosts and
Did the wife as well?
Yeah, she started talking about all that stuff too. Maybe she was, maybe with the crazy got around,
Or the stress of her husband finally broke her?
Yeah, that could be it. Yeah. You're pretty smart there, Father.
Oh, well, thank you. He's going to take a sip of that Coca-Cola thoughtfully.
And that's the last family who lived in that house. The owner is always trying to, owner's probably trying to look into sell it, but everybody knows about that house around here. The only people who moved in was some immigrants. They don't, they ain't in the country real long, and they rented the place because he couldn't get nobody else to rent it from around. Everybody knows about the Corbitt House. And then, and I don't know if that old church had anything to do with all the craziness going on. I mean, who knows? Who knows?
Oh yeah, my friends were saying that someone from the church had it at one point, or was an executor of someone who owned it.
Oh, geez, that he's kind of snapping his fingers, and we'll see if he comes up with it. That guy,
the Reverend.
You guys really help his memory. Yeah, he says the Reverend. Yeah, that that guy. He oh, geez, he was a.
I hear he was a piece of work.
That Reverend Thomas. Yeah. He's just what a scumbag.
Heard he got arrested and then escaped somehow.
Yeah, that's what I heard. He just got out of the state and hopefully just found some hole and died,
Did they ever find the children who disappeared during that whole scandal?
Well, the kids around here say that maybe they're buried underneath the chapel. Maybe they, maybe the sickos who were running that place killed them. I don't know. I mean, I don't go over there. And he kind of crosses himself, and he's like, "No, I don't go over there." But who knows?
Over there?
He's like, "Yeah." Well, he points down the street to the 3 blocks. Yeah. He's like, "Yeah, where the Chapel of Thinking, or the Church of Overthinking, whatever. What was the name of that place again?"
You just keep asking us this long name.
The Chapel of Contemplation and Church of Our Lord
Grantor of
Secrets.
That's it. I'm
gonna get this tattooed on my forehead.
That's it. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows what's in that place?
So the church is not too far from this area then.
Yeah,
not too far from the Corbitt House.
Right.
Are they in the same direction? Does that mean?
No, they're actually in different directions.
Opposite ends.
Kind of opposite ends, but the Corbitt House is only really a couple blocks away from here too. Keep it simple. We'll say the chapel is 3 blocks north. The Corbitt House is 3 blocks south from where you are. So
okay,
evil. Okay. Well, you have been a great help. I'm a little concerned about going to look at this area now, Sarah, but if you're still very interested in this property.
I am, and I would really like your expertise on this. And she'll reach into her small bag and pull out $3 and hand it to the bodega guy.
Oh, you don't, ma'am. You don't got.
I do.
But he says it, but he just pockets it anyway.
Yeah.
So.
You've given us so much information, and
of course.
You are a godsend to this neighborhood.
Oh, well, thank you, and tell your friends. Come on down to Dooley's newspapers.
I will.
Yeah, I get the Boston Globe probably before anybody else within a mile here.
Oh, you know what? I have one last question for you.
Sure.
Since we were on the topic of it,
Don't ask if he has newspapers from 8 years ago.
no. No.
Oh, right here.
Dyer's going to actually say, since you remember the incident, you sell the Globe, obviously you won't have the newspapers from 8 years ago, but do you remember if the newspaper printed anything at all about what happened?
And he'll think back and he'll go, let's roll for him and see what. You guys are a godsend. He says,
Yippee!
I don't think they did. I think we just mostly heard it through the neighborhood and stuff. But I don't know. But if there's all sorts of weird stuff going on, who knows? All City Hall's all corrupt, and maybe they got to the newspapers. And, who knows?
I really hate to think ill of my fellow man, but it does feel like there are some who try and obstruct the truth from getting out to the common people, which I think is detrimental, right, to our neighborhoods.
You got that right, Father.
But I can't even... Actually, who's just like a typical person in the city that, like, would I know of, like, just like a typical, this person who works in the state government, people don't like them because they're always doing something people don't like, sort of thing. Just like a typical person who's, like, maybe a little bad, but it's kind of par for the course.
So you're just asking for, like, regular Joe?
Yeah, like a regular Joe that I know the name of like a state official. Who I've heard people just complain about before. Because I'm trying to see if this will, like, prompt him to talk about corrupt officials.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, well then there's Councilman Skoog. Skoog.
Are you gonna make me say this with my own words?
Skoog. Yeah. Skoog. Say it with me. Skoog.
That Councilman Skoog. I've heard my congregation have many worries about that councilman. Just
that no good Swede. I don't know how they keep letting those people in the country. He's another one of those.
All the Swedish people listening.
It's 1920. Everybody's racist. So, and he's like, yeah, you can't trust the Swedes.
But would someone like Skoog hide information about something as dangerous as that?
Of course. Who knows? Maybe they're involved in, that magic that those immigrants, they have magic, and they're all trying to do something funny. I wouldn't doubt they were up to something.
Just gonna give Dyer an ulcer. Dyer's like, I'm an immigrant, but it's just trying not to start shit.
I am shocked he held it together with the clerk.
Dyer's just gonna nod his head sagely, like, what is this city coming to, I fear?
And then he gets a couple more customers come up, and they're, he's like, oh, hey, Mr. Weinstein, get you your paper and another pack of gum. There's more people coming up. There's more customers coming up. So he's starting.
Weinstein? No, it's like, who?
Yeah, no, he as more customers are coming up, he now doesn't have time to talk to you guys. So
So Sarah will give him a wave and
Yeah.
kind of
Of
redirect.
course. Oh, thank you. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. Not Harvey Weinstein, just another Weinstein. So.
It's like, it's 1912. What the hell?
1920. Come on, move on. We're
I'm
in the
sorry.
future
I'm
now.
sorry. I keep trying to send us further back in time.
Yeah, I was gonna say you keep talking like it's 1912 or something. We've progressed as a country. It's 1920.
Oh boy.
We've been
Now
through a
we're
world
even all-
war.
We're all even more depressed and
Yeah.
having existential crises.
Okay.
All right.
What
Well,
next?
Sarah, shall we head to the Corbitt House? Or we now know where the church is.
I would like to see the church.
Okay.
Church. Okay. All right. You head down the 3 blocks, and what is left of the old church stands at the end of a crooked, dingy street. The ruins are so weathered and overgrown with greenery that the gray stone rubble seems more like a natural stone than former walls and foundation. Do you approach and get closer?
Yes.
You pass a slumping wall bearing white painted symbols, apparently freshly swabbed. 3 Ys arranged in a triangle so that the tops of each Y touch the other 2 Ys. In the center, so created, is painted a staring eye. And I will share that with you guys. I should have shared it before I read the description, but handout number 9.
And you said this looks freshly painted?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it looks like it's pretty freshly painted. Let me get this up for our viewers here.
That's creepy.
It is.
Would I be able to, dig into my occult knowledge and maybe see if I remember anything?
Yeah, give me 1 second real quick, and we will make that happen here. Yep. Let me just share it here so everyone can see the creepy goodness. So, yeah. Yeah, give me an occult roll.
Oh my
May
god.
I also roll for occult?
Yes, please. Yeah.
Thank you.
This investigation is not Sarah's cup of tea, apparently. 94 out of 65.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, you got a 2? Okay.
I rolled
Okay.
a 2.
All right. And make sure anytime you're getting these successes that you're marking for yourselves. You got successes. So
I think that's the first success I got in a hot second.
When you get up a little bit closer to this marking, you begin to feel like a tingle in your forehead, kind of like a headache, but not quite. Like it's just like something's almost kind of like tapping at your head. And
I don't like that. Can I mind over body this feeling?
well, or you could step away from it.
What happens if I step to the side of it?
The irritation stops.
Sarah, can you try standing in front of this? I felt a headache or something.
Sure.
Go
So
ahead and roll occult again. Unless you have something you think would be more appropriate.
I got a 63.
Okay. Nope. You're kind of like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it's a 63 out of 65.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay,
Yeah,
yeah. Okay, then you do. Then you get that feeling, but not quite. Maybe not quite like as intense as Dyer did, but
she'll kind of take a few steps back and be like, I felt a little something, just it, hard to say.
Hmm.
go ahead and explore the grounds. The ruins. I mean, there's you can step in a little bit further if you want.
I want to touch the eye on this thing.
Okay, go ahead.
I touch it.
You touch it.
That has the
Okay.
same energy as I lick it or I touch the dirt.
Tell me you go up and lick it, please.
I like maybe. Well, before okay, this is gonna sound so silly. Can I just like? I'm gonna dab a little bit of holy water on my hand before I touch the eye, but I'm gonna touch the
Okay.
eye.
Okay. Um, give me an
Say a quick
occult.
prayer.
Give me an occult roll, then at a bonus. So again, that's like rolling it at advantage. So roll twice
Yeah.
and take the higher roll, or well, the lower roll in this case. Excuse me.
Okay. Well, there is a 49
Mhm.
out of 40 or a 7 out of 40, so I will be
Okay.
taking the 7.
You when you go up and you with the holy water on your fingers, you get this like tingling feeling, like almost like when you get like sparks from like static, almost like that kind of feeling,
Hmm.
like almost like this is something to protect something, like
The
the
painting on the wall.
mhm. Yeah, like maybe this eye is like looking out. Maybe you just maybe like a ward of some sort.
Does it feel does it feel bad to me?
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Like, okay.
Not I want to run away from here, but yeah, but not.
Well,
It's
I
not
mean,
a
like, do I feel like, oh, this is something like I don't know. I guess because I'm just thinking in terms of I'm still a part of the clergy, so I'm like, does this feel evil or does this feel like this is a protection?
more like a protection.
Okay. Hmm. And when I pull my fingers away, none of the paint comes off, or does a little bit of the paint come off?
No, it doesn't come off.
Okay, so it's not that new.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Shall we kind of looks back at the thing on the wall and then shakes his head. Shall we look around a bit?
Sure. And she's just gonna quickly, like, kind of bend down and make sure her shoes are nice and tight
Okay.
and her little kittenish heels.
Dyer's gonna just kind of take out a small like notebook and just make a little rudimentary sketch of the symbol on the wall,
Okay.
maybe to research later.
As you're kind of prowling around the chapel, you find mostly blocks of granite, old half-burned timbers, and ancient rubbish. Looking down as you're kind of walking along there, you notice that the earth you stand on is covering weakened floorboards. Can you each give me a luck roll?
Oh, God. 77 out of 30.
Okay.
75 out of 80.
Okay. I need you each to make a jump roll as you feel the floor starting to give way.
Oh shit. Okay. Oh,
12 out of 20.
Okay.
Where the hell is jump on here?
Underneath intimidation and history.
Okay, so it just starts off as 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the base. Okay. Well, on God, I got another 7.
Okay. All right. So you each felt the boards like starting to give way, and you both quickly jump out of the way as you watch it just crumbles and falls. And you now see there is a pit there of broken, and it looks down, and it's probably about 10 feet down. And you see in there, you see what looks like almost like a basement that had been sealed off from the rest of the building.
Possible burial sites?
Or hiding dirty little secret site.
Same thing.
Well, I would prefer to not run into any bodies down here.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of dust, and it's but it's still morning, so you can kind of look in a little bit. Do give me a spot hidden roll, each of you, please.
Absolutely.
65 out of 65.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Please don't fail me. I didn't turn on hardware acceleration, so it takes forever to do this. Sorry.
No problem.
Well, I rolled a 1.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
I rolled
Alrighty.
a 1.
All right. So on a crit, you can see clearly down there. You can see that there was some kind of staircase that had originally gone up to maybe whatever was upstairs in this place, but it's now buried under like tons of rubble. But peering down there, you can see there's a cabinet, and there are 2 skeletons dressed in tattered silk robes. Maybe they were someone who had been hiding from the police and maybe perished in the fire that burned down this building.
Sarah, there are skeletons down there. Sarah, there's dead bodies.
And I each need you to make a sanity roll, please.
I've increasingly felt more and more nervous when I do pass a roll, because I'm like, why do I feel like something really bad's gonna happen, and that's when I'm gonna fuck it all up.
And it took us 2 hours till we had our first sanity roll. So that's freaking great.
You could be rolling like I am, although I did get an 11 out of a 65.
Okay.
Sanity is... Oh, sorry. Go on. Yeah.
You're still going to lose 1 sanity for seeing skeletons. So even though you passed, you're still going to lose. You could have lost more if you'd failed. So you just reduce your sanity by 1, Sarah. Okay. How about
I rolled a 47 out of 60.
Okay, you succeeded, but you will still lose 1 sanity. It shocks you to see these skeletons.
So I just now make it a 59. Yes.
Correct. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. And you can't regain those, can you?
Eventually,
or do you have?
Yes.
Is that something you would have to do, like those psychoanalysis rules for?
There are rules for regaining sanity, but I don't.
It won't happen this time.
It won't be happening tonight. I can tell you that much. So.
All right, let's go for the spiral now. Okay. Yeah, I think Dyer just kind of like instinctively grabs hold of Sarah's arm. Just like when he repeats the second time, there are bodies down there, Sarah.
And she's torn between slight terror and curiosity.
What side is winning?
I don't know yet. And she looks at him and she goes, "Well, I do have a spirit board with me."
Sarah. First of all, that's a long drop. And I don't think you said anything about stairs, correct?
There were stairs, but they're
They're
destroyed.
like just
Yeah.
rotted, useless. That's a long drop. We at least need something to get down safely. And then also probably should tell someone where we are in case we get trapped down here. Because it's a 10-foot drop. I mean, I could maybe just lower you down and then come down after. Or maybe
It would be best to get some rope
yeah.
and some flashlights.
Do you think your new friend has any that we could buy?
I
Or
don't
maybe
think
there's a general store somewhere.
Give me a luck roll.
You want me to do it?
Both of you, yeah.
Oh my god. 52 out of 30.
Okay.
That one's going in timeout.
77 out of 80.
Okay. You vaguely remember seeing like a hardware store.
I think there was a hardware store on our way into town.
Yeah.
Maybe a few blocks other way.
Yeah.
Could probably get some supplies there. Maybe even a ladder.
Yeah, I think a ladder may be a bit much for the two of us to carry through.
And they're old wooden ladders back then, so.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
like it'd be two of us holding it and like walking it along the
fireman
And you-
carry a ladder.
and you would need like a 12-foot ladder. So.
Mhm.
And we won't spend too much on the shopping and all that. I mean,
Yeah.
basically
Just
tell
say,
me
we get
what are you
some
looking to
rope.
get, and you get it and you come back because you have somebody with a 94 credit rating. So
So I'm
Maybe-
thinking rope and torches
okay,
or flashlights.
they have flashlights then.
Do they have those I don't know if they would have them there. The things that you can put through rope to nail into the ground.
Pitons or whatever.
Yeah,
they're called.
Python.
Pitons. Yeah. We'll say they have that. And there are enough rocks of granite here that you could probably secure the rope on there and be able to safely tie it on there to be able to climb down.
Cool. All right. We do this. We work hard to secure this so we don't die.
You're really
Going
working for that $20. I'll tell you.
Mind you, Sarah's not in it for the money. She's in it for the curiosity. So all that money is going straight
to the
into his
church.
pocket. What he does with it after is his, prerogative.
Was it 20 for both of us or 20 per person?
I think both of you. Yeah.
Well, then she's giving hers to him, so he's getting 40 a day.
Okay.
Vacation.
I will not make you roll going down. You take a little bit. Neither of you are.
Can I give Sarah the rosary, the extra rosary that I got?
Sure.
Here's a blessed rosary. Now, do I know if this will help for whatever we're gonna encounter? I hope it does. So it just ties it around her arm.
She kind of shows him her own.
Hey, double protection.
Okay.
And then Dyer crosses himself.
You lower yourselves down into the dark cellar. It's close to noontime, so there is still some sun, but there's spots in the cellar that the sun doesn't seem to reach. You kind of come down. There is an old wooden floor on the bottom that feels firm, and you're pretty sure this is just wood placed on top of the the earth. The the two skeletons are next to an old wooden cabinet.
Okay. Is there anything that, like, any symbols, like, around, anything written or, like, odd around the bodies themselves other than this, like, cabinet that they're by?
Give me a spot hidden roll, please.
Okay. Ooh, I don't know if I made it. I did not. I got a 64 out of 60.
Okay.
I got a 59 out of 65.
Okay.
Yeah.
The robes don't look like Catholic church robes or any of the Christian religions.
Are any of the skeletons holding anything in their hands?
No.
Oh, I don't want to get closer to these things.
But we do if we want the bookcase.
Yeah. A roll to see if there's any bad mojo coming off these dead bodies. I'm just joking.
Okay, I was gonna say I'll let you roll, but yeah. So,
Oh, well, I would love to.
Yeah.
Actually, let me roll. I would love
me-
to see if I'm getting a nasty vibe from these
give me
skeletons.
an occult roll, please.
Okay.
43 out of 65.
Okay.
Yes. Good, because I got a 92 out of 40.
You got a 92 out of 40?
Yes.
Give me a sanity roll, please.
Damn. No.
I've been rolling like ass all night.
All right.
You're
I
just
got a
taking one for the
22 out of
team.
60.
Did you pass your sanity roll?
Yeah, I got 22 out of 60.
Okay. All right. So no sanity loss on this. Yeah, they're just I mean they're very little flesh left. So you can't really determine how they died. But being buried in a basement that really had no way out can't have been a very pleasant way to go. So yeah, you get a bad vibe off them.
All right.
Did you say you approached the cabinet?
Yeah.
Okay. If you open it up, you find moldering church records. I mean, you take them out and they're just like almost just like falling apart, like as you try to read them.
Since I have an archaeology skill, would that come in handy in like trying to like handle them?
Yes. Yeah. Give me an archaeology roll then.
Oh my
Would you allow me
God.
to join in with you?
Of course. Yeah.
78 out of 41.
Okay. You're like, which way do I turn this? Read it. So, okay.
I got a 7.
Jesus. Okay.
I got a 7 out of 73.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it's
you're.
below my. Does it matter if it's below your lowest one?
That would be if it's below your lowest one, that's a crit.
Yeah, because my lowest one is 14.
Yep. So you got a critical on that. Yeah, oh, here's how I would handle this kind of paper. How to pick it up. And you also, while you're doing that, you notice looks like there might be something under the cabinet. Like there's a little bit of space between like the bottom shelf and the floor.
Okay. If I move this cabinet,
Mhm.
is this going to move these bodies?
No.
Oh, okay. Then I'll move then I'll say, I think there's something under this.
Okay.
Maybe we can move this cabinet to the side.
Okay.
And I won't make you make strength rolls or anything stupid like that.
Okay.
You move the cabinet and you find a journal and a tome underneath them.
Interesting.
I'm gonna reach for both.
Okay. The musty old journal, as you pick it up, starts to fall to pieces as you turn the pages. But the name Walter Corbitt catches your eye.
Mhm.
An entry records that Walter Corbitt was buried in the basement of his house in accordance with his wishes and with the wishes of the one who waits in the dark.
What?
Oh,
What?
okay.
Are we read it again?
Does the one who waits in the dark mean anything at all?
Give me an occult roll.
Okay.
51 out of 65.
Okay.
I got a 50 out of 40.
Okay. Maybe it's the devil they're talking about. Because you don't really have like a big occult rating, right?
I have a 65.
65.
Mhm.
It's you'd be like, maybe it's a spirit. You're maybe not being like, oh, it's the devil, but some kind of spirit, maybe a demon or something. So, but who knows? And there is also the other book that's there.
She's gonna try and, see if she can open it and flip through it a little bit.
Okay. It's an enormous volume. It's written in Latin, but is so rotten and worm-eaten that whole sections can no longer be understood.
I took Latin.
Did you really?
I did.
Okay. All right.
Nice.
Give me a
All
read.
according to plan.
Give me a read Latin roll, please.
I need to get really lucky.
And remember, you can push rolls and you can spend luck.
So I got a 56 and the rating is 1.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Yeah. You only took 1 in Latin? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Took 1 in Latin is funny.
Now, a priest, you would know how to read Latin in 1920. So
does it matter that I didn't take that as my specific language?
I'll let you use your.
You mean nice to me because I'm a church boy?
Mm-hmm. But no, it makes sense. So whatever your rating is in Sumerian, I'm going to give you equal in Latin. So go ahead and roll that.
Now, accidentally.
What was that?
Sorry, I didn't realize that it had fully muted me. I actually yanked out my headset.
Oh.
And then I was like, did someone start playing scary music? Has scary music been playing the whole time?
Scary music has been playing the whole time. So, yeah.
I guess I just didn't notice it. Okay. I got a 39.
Okay.
And you said, what am I using it against?
Your Sumerian.
Well, I'm pretty sure. Hold up. Sorry, what is this? I have 20. I said I got a
And I can spend luck points.
You can, yes.
Oh. That's like 19 points, though. Okay, I'm
Do
gonna
it for
spend
the
the luck
lulz.
points. Yeah, I'm gonna just go big or go home. I'm gonna spend it, so that
It's a
takes
one
me
shot.
down.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that takes me to. Doesn't that take me to? Am I 79? 19 points? Am I crazy? I can't do
How mu-
math.
How
80.
much,
What's
how
what's
much
80
luck did you
minus
start
19?
with?
80.
80 minus 19 is 61.
Thank you. I
Yep.
can't do math.
That's okay. Okay. You are able to read the title, the Liber Iconus. The initial reading of the book will take a minimum of 3 hours. If you want to read this, you can.
Why does it sound like there's a but on the end of that?
Well, if you choose to read the whole book and gain knowledge, you will gain 2% in Cthulhu mythos knowledge and reduce your maximum sanity by the same amount. So you would your maximum sanity would go from 99 down to 97. So, but you don't know what you'll gain by reading it.
I want to read it, but I don't want to read it in this hole.
Okay, fair. That's fair. Okay, that
Dire's
sounds
gonna be
absolutely
like,
smart.
I think that I can probably piece this together with some time, but maybe somewhere less creepy.
Yeah.
So-
I don't know why.
Sarah will make Gibby hands and put it in her bag.
All right, let's go somewhere brighter and normal,
Okay.
like a cafe. I don't know.
But now I would like a let's see, because now you have to get out of the hole. This is where I'm going to make you roll. So let's see. That would be a climb roll.
Can I assist by? Is it possible to like assist Sarah by letting her step on my hands and like lift a little bit?
Yeah, I'd say that's fair. And I'll let you make, and she'd be able to make her climb roll at a bonus.
Okay. And then if I succeed, I want to be able to like help him up.
Okay.
At least like pull him up when he gets closer
I think
to.
I think that's fair. Yeah.
All right. So the first roll is 18 out of 20,
Okay.
and the second roll is 78 out of 20.
So I guess you want the 18, huh?
Yes.
Yeah. She kind of scrambles her way up, kind of less than gracefully, kind of dragging herself over the edge.
She kicks Dyer in the face
skirt.
a little bit.
Probably.
She's in a skirt. She's not trying to flash, a man of God.
If you had failed, I said you wouldn't. So no. Okay. All right. So now, then now Dyer needs to make a climb roll.
Okay. This is gonna be hard to do in a robe. All right. What even is my climb? What am I? Okay, it's not good. We may fail this, fam. 1D100. And did you say that because if Sarah is able to get to the top? Okay, cool.
Yeah, just make it at a bonus.
Help me, Cthulhu. Help me. Cthulhu, help me. Please? Oh! I got a 98, but I got a 14 out of 20. So I succeeded barely.
Again, kind of less than gracefully. You get up, kind of covered in some dirt. But you got out.
Dyer's just like, oh, okay, I can't stop. I have to just keep going.
Now we're almost at 2.5 hours. Do you guys want to take a quick break and then continue?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get something to drink, I
Yeah,
think.
yeah. Let's just take like kind of a quick 5-minute break,
Okay.
and we'll be right back. Okay.
Awesome. Thanks.
Hang in there, viewers. We'll be right back.
All right, I'm back.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. We are gonna pick up. What would you guys like to do next? You've crawled out of the hole and have a possibly blasphemous tome.
I think let's go hunker down somewhere for a little bit, and I can see if I can maybe decipher some of this tome, and you can see if you can find anything else out in the journal.
Okay.
I would assume Sarah might have a car that they can kind of, you know, hunker down in.
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Maybe like outside a diner or something.
You could do
Or
that.
even there too.
We can have food at the same time.
Okay. Roll for poisoning. No, kidding. No. Yeah. Now you might get a couple weird looks from the waitress because you've got these old moldering books. You're trying not to get your your ham and cheese dripping on any of the yeah. If you want to continue, if you want to read this entire book, the Liber Iconis, it will take them 3 hours.
Okay, and it's like about 1 o'clock right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got enough money to hunker down.
You just keep ordering more cups of coffee. Anything else? Yeah, I'll have another cup of coffee. It comes over like 20 minutes later.
I'll have some French fries.
Slips a 20 here and there,
Oh, well then she's like, yeah, take your time, Okay. So if you spend the 3 hours, you
Drinking milkshake.
yeah. the Sarah notices the father's behavior gets a little not erratic, but just changes a little bit. As he kind of reads, he's kind of stopping every now and then and like kind of pointing with a French fry at certain passages, be like, yes, I get it. I understand this now. So on your character sheet, where there's Cthulhu mythos, you're going to add 2 to that.
Okay.
And,
all right.
And then where your your maximum sanity, I don't know if that's really on here. I see a box for max sanity.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be now 97. So.
Yep. It auto adjusted.
Okay, perfect. Okay. So it is very bad what you have read about talking about, the one who waits in the dark and that maybe some passage about crossing space and time or something. It almost seems like maybe like the ramblings of a madman. But you find it very informative, which is bad. So the journals, the journal really is just falling apart, and you're really hard pressed to really find out much more about it. So you can hold on to it, but it's just like falling apart. So,
I mean, this I think is right up Dyer's alley with trying to find items of occult leaning that might be dangerous to have out and about, and therefore get it and then lock it away with the church. That's Dyer's whole like quieter MO. So he's feeling real good about himself right now. But also feeling like maybe I just got a little further from God in this moment.
He did. Yeah, he definitely did.
By 2%.
And this is like a fetish that he didn't know he had. So now he's
this
just like
unlocked something in me.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah. It is unlocked something.
Forbidden knowledge.
Exactly. You got it. So, all right.
It's like a child caught sneaking around their parents' like private documents.
Yeah. Because these are things that the church doesn't teach about. So, how about Sarah? Kind of watching the Right Reverend reading this forbidden book.
I have to imagine that Dyer's eyes to Sarah, like I've probably known each other for a bit, I feel like Dyer's eyes normally are just kind of like a just kind of has a lighthearted kind of look to him. They're like burning right now. Like his look is so intense. I have to imagine he looks a little bit unstable.
Little less lighthearted little boy and more, I found it. We are going to find the
My
emperor.
precious. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely becoming a golem, no longer a Smeagol.
Okay. Then what is your next steps then?
Well,
You Well, you said that this did it mention a little bit about the one who waits in the dark? Is that
Yeah.
Cthulhu?
That you don't know.
But it mentions it like
yeah. The
what is it? How does it mention? Just like it says like, oh, the one
Just
who waits in the dark.
waits in the dark. Yeah.
yeah. Apparently, the owner, not the one who hired us, but the other one was buried in the basement.
Of his own house. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't go and.
We
Okay.
were
Well,
given permission to go to the house.
You can. You have permission to go to the house.
but it sounds like. Now, I'm not 100% sure, but when someone says. When something says like, oh, strange esoteric title, also wanted this agreement at death to be carried out. It sounds like a pact of some kind, which sounds bad. I feel like it might be perhaps dangerous to go and mess with things at the house without knowing exactly what this thing that Corbitt made this agreement with is.
True. We could see a little more of the history of the house now with some of the more recent information we've been given.
True.
Could, yeah.
I just hope the next place we go to has good lighting.
Is there like any weird? Is there like any place? Are there any places that are like, oh, we know things about the occult? I'm a seer or this or that. You know, like those shops that are just like, I know things.
It's funny you say that because the suggested contacts under my occupation are people of similar backgrounds and tastes, fraternity organizations, bohemian circles, high society at large.
I will tell you that really going to the house is
Yeah.
is you're going to waste a lot of time
Yeah.
to find out. You should just look at the house. So,
Okay, fair enough.
I mean,
Do
I
we
don't
want-
mind, but we're. I don't want to be on. Have you guys on for
For
6 hours?
right.
Yeah, so,
Well, okay, then let me ask this. Sarah,
Mm-hmm.
do you feel like we should just go and check out the house now, or would you feel better checking it out first thing in the morning? It's getting a little bit later now.
you
It'd
don't want to go at night?
be what, 4-ish now?
Yeah.
Late summer, it doesn't really get dark until what, like 8-ish?
Yeah.
Listen, Dyer's not black, but I am. Go at night. Crazy. How dare you suggest this to me? When the street lights come on, I'm home. If you want to go now, we could. It just after seeing skeletons.
Yeah.
I
And
almost,
as a
Sure,
player, I don't mind either way.
I almost feel like Dyer would be intrigued to find out more. Almost feel like
But there's no.
make a power roll for me, please.
Is there any? But the Corbitt House might not even have anything. You know, I'll do it.
Please make me a power roll, please.
When
do
else, other than a one shot, can you say and hit that yes button? Yes, and.
Crazy. Let's see. This is a no. I got a 71 out of 60.
Oh.
You're like, I really should check out that house. I usually try not to railroad, but
then Dyer. No, you're good. No. Don't worry about it. It's a one shot. So Dyer, I think, is going to kind of trail off and then stand up and start grabbing stuff and then like grab the milkshake and like down it real quick and then start
what was it?
going.
He like spills it like down his mouth. He's like,
Then he's like gonna start just going towards the door. He's like, well, we're burning daylight. Like, we've got things to learn.
Sarah's just gonna toss some money on the table and follow him out.
okay. You go straight to the Corbitt House then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
When you get there, you find that it's almost like the house in Up. That there's the house and then buildings have like built around it, like businesses around it. Like nobody wanted this house and everything kind of built up around it. The brick building is overshadowed by taller, newer office buildings on either side. The house fronts the street. In the rear are overgrown plantings and a half-collapsed arbor. Access to the rear exists on the other side of the residence. Studying the house, the observer is impressed by the way the house seems to withdraw into the shadows cast by the flanking buildings, and how the blank curtained windows hide all understanding of what lies within.
And I'm assuming we got a key to go in.
You do.
Okay. Well, front door it is.
Okay. You step up on the front porch, boards creak, and it just seems like there's just one lock on the front of the door. You see some additional bolts up front, but they don't look like they've been locked. So,
Well, we'll try that and see if the door opens.
okay. Try the lock, and it opens. It gives a.
Take out that flashlight.
Okay.
Turn it on immediately.
Same.
Okay. And I'm going to give you a map.
Ooh.
So let us get that out for you. And okay. And let me give that to the players first. That's more important. Okay, and go back over here. Give our friends at home a map. Okay. Alrighty. So let's go back here. All right. Okay, so when you come in the front door, there is what looks like, and that would be on your map. That would be
Ground floor left side.
yes, yeah, like right, yeah, ground floor, left side, and the room is filled with boxes and junk, um, and it seems weird to be right by the front door, but it almost seems like somebody is like throwing a bunch of junk here. Perhaps the previous owners had moved, or the renters had moved stuff here, and possibly to get rid of stuff later. But you get there. At the end of the room is a cupboard, boarded shut.
Hmm.
The room doesn't smell musty, but you do smell a, 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 a smell of mold from further on in the house somewhere. But the air is a little fresher here, shall we say?
Especially with the front door open.
Exactly. You notice that any of the windows in the room are nailed shut.
Nailed shut. Huh.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Can I look around and see if that same symbol that we saw on the church's grounds is
Hmm.
anywhere around here?
Yeah, give me a spot hidden.
Okay. Oh my gosh. My cat is like trying to chew the the lace from my shorts, like the little string, the drawstring. He won't stop. Dude, leave me alone.
You owe a cat tax later.
I suppose so. Okay, I got a 22 out
Okay.
of. Let me just make sure that actually made. Yes. Okay, I got a 60. So yeah, I
You,
made it.
you do not see that symbol anywhere. The only thing that looks really kind of suspicious is why a cupboard is boarded shut. Like somebody has put like 2x4s like up in front of it. Otherwise, there is a you could step out into a hallway and go into another room. So
Is there a hammer anywhere to, unstick that cupboard?
go ahead and give me a luck roll.
Okay. Two out of 30.
You happen to find on the floor by this cupboard. Yeah, you find a hammer.
Okay. I'm going to open it.
Okay, takes you a couple of minutes, but you kind of get it all pried out. And opening up the cabinet, you find 3 books within.
Just going to take them.
Okay. One of them is a diary of a certain W. Corbitt.
Just going to look into that one.
Okay.
And call her compatriot over.
Okay. And looking through the other books, it looks like they're all diaries.
Mm-hmm.
This is still on the ground floor, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Sorry. Sarah, do you
So
want to
all
split up?
you've kind of done is just kind of seen the covers, and so
There might like okay. I I can head up to the top floor if you want to take a look around the ground floor, or would you feel better sticking within the same area?
I'd rather be within yelling distance and a short sprint.
Okay. Is this a so for the ground floor there are these three rooms on like are
Mhm.
these are the little shorter ones also
Yeah,
rooms?
yeah.
Okay. Do you want to handle the rooms on one side and I'll handle the rooms on the other side then?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll take the skinny rooms.
Okay. All right. So that would be yeah, let me check my map here. It would be yeah, they would be 1, 2, and 3 here. So then looking across, then you see there's a living room, a dining room, and then a kitchen back here by the stairs. So Dyer is going to take 1, 2, and 3,
Mhm.
and then Sarah's going to do the living room, dining room, and the
Mhm.
kitchen.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We're going to start with, we'll just start with Dyer then. So, get back here. Okay. So you have the, really the only thing that was in room number 1 really is those diaries. The second room contains some old furniture that looks like that was eventually going to just broken up to be burned.
Okay.
The third room, though, by the stairs, here hang overcoats, galoshes, hats, and umbrellas. Several bags of coal for the living room's freestanding stove are here. You notice that the side door is secured with 3 bolts and 2 locks. So there's, say, like another door, like going out from the from here.
Hmm.
While
Sarah?
you're looking there, the living room. This room contains conventional furnishings, a radio, couch, stuffed chairs, and shelves laden with, I can't even pronounce that word. You cannot help but notice the unusual quantities of crosses, images of the Virgin, and other Catholic artifacts.
I need your help here.
Are you yelling that?
Yeah.
Do I
You
hear
can
this
hear her.
then
Yeah.
to wander back? Okay.
You do. It's almost like her voice is like echoing from much further away, though. I mean, it's not really that far, but inside this house, everything, the sound seems to be slightly muffled.
Huh. Do I notice anything strange as like I like walk out of the room I'm looking in to like head back towards Sarah?
Give me a listen roll, please.
Oh my god. I'm feeling very nervous. Ah,
So sleeping with the lights on tonight?
Ryan, what the heck? What do you mean? Listen for what?
Just make a listen roll, please.
All right, I got an 18 out of 70, so I got a
Okay.
great success. 'Cause it's 35, under 35.
Was that a creak on the floorboards upstairs? Certainly sound like it.
I walk quietly faster to Sarah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and when you get into this living room, yeah, you see all the candles and crosses, and you know it's like almost someone like built this as like safe zone, maybe like a
A safe?
sanctuary, a sanctuary in a way. Yeah.
Sarah's gonna go and grab one of the crosses off the wall.
Okay.
I'm just gonna hold on to the one that I have with my rosary. Um,
Currently 3 on Sarah.
just gonna also like I'm gonna come in and be like, yeah, you want me to do what? And I'm gonna start putting some salt down around us in a circle. I don't know. I'm just gonna do whatever. 'Cause I
Well,
don't
you make
fucking
the,
know.
you make the circle, and then you're gonna have to step out of it, though.
Not if I
Yeah.
make a big circle.
But eventually, you're going to have to leave the circle.
That's true, but it'll be there later if we
Okay.
need to get.
You're hoping.
And we
Okay.
run fast, maybe.
All right. Then you kind of go to the right, and then you enter the dining room. It has a long mahogany table, a built-in sideboard, and 7 chairs. 3 places are set and unused. Scraps of rice soup rot in a pot. So you could smell the rotting soup. There's probably some flies around it.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Okay. So what did you need my help with? I'm
I just
whispering this. I whisper this though to you, Sarah, because I'm also gonna just go. By the way, I heard something moving upstairs. So, wah,
and
wah.
now that he said that, she may want to strain her ears to see if she hears anything.
Give me a listen roll.
83 out of 70.
Nope. You didn't hear a thing.
Nope. So she's gonna continue whispering and matching his volume and going, I just thought the room full of crosses was interesting. And you should have probably seen it.
Do you go to the next room?
Yes.
Room with all the
Okay.
crosses.
No, you're going to be going to the right, so it's going to be the kitchen. A conventional kitchen with icebox, wood-fed stove, and oven, plus a meager larder. Looking around, some of the foodstuffs may be edible. There's some canned soup and meat, rice kernels, several pastas, and a few bottles of homemade wine. But any of the produce is spoiled, and some of it's been eaten by rats because you can see little rat poop on the ground. Okay, you've checked the ground floor.
Okay. Well, all right, Sarah. There is something I want to show you.
Okay.
I'm gonna take Sarah back to the room with the door with 55 locks on it.
yeah.
And I'm just gonna. We don't even have to step inside necessarily. I'm gonna point from the doorway. That's weird, right?
Yeah. Grandfather wasn't even that paranoid.
Which means like there must be something behind it. Because why all those locks?
Either keep something in or keep something out.
Do you mind looking? Do you mind if we go look at the door a little closer, like together?
Yeah.
I just need moral support.
Same.
Spot hidden.
All right.
20 out of 65.
Okay.
Nice. 37 out of 60.
Okay. You would assume this door leads down to the basement. It has a lock and 3 bolts. It looks like they can only be opened from this side.
Okay, that makes me feel more like keep something in.
Yeah. Does anyone know where you went?
Does anyone know where I went?
Yeah. And she's gonna look at him and go, Mama only knows I'm with you.
Sarah, give me a sanity roll, please.
What's happening? We're just looking at a door.
I know.
71 out of 65.
Okay. You are going to lose some sanity. Let me, because the fear and also the way you said that was kind of like, I'm something bad happening. So you are going to lose
Oh no!
2 more sanity.
Okay.
I mean, the church knows that I'm looking into this, or rather, the person I report to, within the church. But
So if you don't come home tonight, someone
why
might...
are you saying this?
Because I am a young woman.
Okay. We could
And the store
simply leave and come
only...
back.
We could, but the store only unlocks from the side.
Then maybe we don't look at this room
Okay.
yet. Why don't we? I mean, I heard something from upstairs. I don't know what that was. Could be a rat, though.
Give me another listen roll, please, both of you.
And you no longer hear the creaks.
59 out of 70.
Okay.
Also, do our own voices, even next to each other, still sound weirdly muffled?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's not concerning at all. So I got a 23 out of 70. So I got a great success.
Okay. Awesome. You both hear this loud thump, like something heavy fell and hit the floor. Sarah, you hear it, but you're not quite sure what direction it came from. And Dyer, you know it came from the kitchen.
Above?
No.
No.
Or like in the kitchen?
In the kitchen, so basically across the hallway from you.
Do we have to pass the kitchen to get out of the house?
No.
No? Dyer's gonna... Listen, Tom, I'm so sorry. Dyer's gonna grab Sarah's hand and pull her to the door. And pull her to the front door.
Okay.
And pull her to the front door and out
Okay.
the front door if the door will open.
It opens, yeah.
Okay. Dyer's gonna close the door. Is
Okay.
it still light out?
Okay. It is, yeah, it's just, the sun's just starting to set. It's almost like you were in there longer than you thought you would be.
We should go. We should go and regroup and come back.
Yeah.
Yes.
As she tucks the crotch she stole bag. Tucking it right next to the little gun she keeps there.
Dyer like pours salt across the threshold of the door, just like, I don't fucking know. Is going to very quickly like start herding Sarah towards her car.
Okay.
And is going to kind of chance a look back, like at the house, at the windows.
And Sarah's
It's
going
just
to do the
super
same as she's being pushed.
out. Yeah.
Give me a spot hidden.
No. No, I don't want to.
71 out of 65.
Okay.
I got a 97 out of 73. That's not gonna do it, but I want to push my luck.
Okay. All right. So you want to push the roll?
Yeah.
Okay. Describe for me how you're examining the house differently. Are
I'm
you
going
like stopping
to
to like
I'm
focus
going
or
to
like
stop. I'm gonna hold up the flashlight and turn it back on and point it towards the window.
okay, go ahead and roll.
Well, that's gonna do it. It's a 24 out of 73, so that's a great success.
Okay. You don't see anything, but you just that tingle down your spine like you're being watched.
And I can't pinpoint from where.
Well, it's the vicinity of the house.
Okay, I'm gonna cross myself. Cross myself and get in the car.
Like something's waiting for you.
And it's Tom. Come back to the house. Okay.
You guys could technically just bail and the story ends. Wouldn't be any fun, but
Can I? Okay. So I can shoot a rifle.
yes.
Is
Yeah.
it possible for me to say that my rifle is in Sarah's trunk because we work together?
Or we could go home, regroup in the morning, and Sarah can bring some things.
If you want to do that too, you can. Yeah.
I'm fine to regroup. I'm totally cool to regroup.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Regroup in the morning. Let's
Is
see
there
now. Oh,
is
go
there
ahead.
any? I know this is like obviously like this is a one shot, so
Mhm.
But
Or
I guess
is
like
it?
would I? Right, I'm invested now.
I had a feeling
I'm
I'm
just
running Call of
wondering.
Cthulhu again. So yeah.
Yeah, like I'm kind of curious if there's anyone that Dyer might like any peers that Dyer might be able to reach out to, just like, like,
Sure.
have you ever heard of this term?
Sure. Yeah, you could yeah, we'll say Father Garcia uh is uh is a peer of his.
Okay.
Who's been a good friend to him since he came to America. So
Okay. Cool. Maybe like mentor. Yeah.
yeah, that works. Okay.
Um, I just want to like before Dyer plans to meet up with Sarah,
Hmm.
I think he just kind of like wants to see if he can stop Father Garcia for a moment
Hmm.
just to ask some questions, just like, you know, I am I'm looking into what the church thinks might be a stigmatized property.
Hmm.
Um and I came across a term or maybe title
Hmm.
for something or someone
Hmm.
that I've never heard before, but I'm wondering if maybe you have ever heard of anything like this.
And he seems a bit suspicious, and he's like, "What have you been into, Father Whalen?"
Do you remember the incident with the chapel of I was slowly
Contemplation.
looking for,
Yeah.
yeah, a
Yeah.
chapel of contemplation in Church of Our Lord, Granter of Secrets?
And he's like, yes, that dreadful business is thankfully dead and buried, as they say. Why?
Well, do you remember how they said that that reverend, though he doesn't deserve the title,
Hmm.
escaped from
from prison.
Yes. Yeah, I think I remember hearing about that. Why? Has he been in
It's
touch with you?
no, but it seems that he's connected to the property that I was asked to look into.
And why did you take upon this task? I needed the money, man. It's like, no. It's 1920. Come on. No, he doesn't say all that. Yeah, he's just like
Because I
really.
believe that anything that could be a danger to our community and flock should be brought in and essentially safeguarded by the church, lest someone get up to something mischievous and harm themselves or others.
Did you speak with the and he's what, Episcopalian? I don't know what the ranks would be.
He's
You know,
Episcopalian, so a bishop is
the
the
bishop.
person.
Yeah. Well,
So,
he's a bishop, right?
so
I keep calling him father, but he's
yeah.
a bishop.
So
Okay.
Dyer is a bishop. A
Okay.
bishop is a high. It's kind of like a higher ranking title within the Episcopalian Church.
Okay.
So most likely Father Garcia is probably like from a different like parish,
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
And this is like a newer appointment for Dyer because this took
Yeah.
like 15 years of
I
moving
don't know.
through the ranks.
I don't know 15 years because he's only 31. He wouldn't have started. I guess he could have
Because
started.
like
when he was
seminary
16.
school and stuff, yeah, when he was a
Oh, that's
teenager.
true. Okay,
Yeah.
that's true. That's true. Basically, long and short of it, he's kind of like, did you send this up the chain of command and make sure you were allowed to do this? Even though he's a bishop, he's still kind of questioning, like, you shouldn't be doing this on your own.
So for I assumed that Dyer is doing this because someone higher up than him asked him to look into this.
Yeah, because it is how did he get involved is another question that we really didn't go over. Maybe there's some kind of shadow benefactor who asked him to get involved. Which one shot we don't have time to.
Right. So I just
to.
yeah, I have like an idea about this, but if these characters ever come up again, but I think Dyer's just going to say I was asked to look into this by someone who has the authority to ask me to look into it.
All right, he won't question you on that. He's like, so what are you then asking me to do, Bishop?
I'm just curious if you've ever heard of this unsettling term before, the one who lurks in the dark.
I'll have him roll. That surely just must mean Satan.
I wondered that as well, but I fear that something more is even at work than just that. And it has me concerned.
I pray for your soul. Do not handle this by yourself. There could be forces at work that you don't understand.
Thinks back to the book.
Damn straight, there's things I don't understand.
Well, time and space are just concepts that can be.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, there's just shit in there that you're just like, what?
I will proceed with the utmost caution and care. I assure you of that.
Father Garcia. Just one other thing. Have you, by any chance, ever seen this before in any of your readings? And Dyer will show the sketch of the symbol that was outside of the chapel.
And he's like, no, but this sounds like this looks like a symbol of like watching or some like some spirit is watching. I don't know. And he quickly crosses himself and he's like,
He's getting bad vibes just off the picture.
Yeah. He's like, I don't know what the hell that is. He's like, I kind of give it just like, I don't want to be involved. like,
He's like, I'm your mentor, but get the fuck out.
Yeah. You get the feeling it's not that he knows something, he's trying to hide something. He is just genuinely afraid. Like that seems like something bad. So
he's having the appropriate response, which is, listen, you weird young person, I don't want any problems. Please take your mojo with you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dyer will nod and sigh and say, well, I thank you for your guidance.
Of course.
I'm going to think more on this and how to proceed safely.
Vaya con Dios.
And I answer whatever people in the Episcopal Church answer.
I have no idea. The force be with you.
And peace be with you, Father.
Exactly. I don't know. Yeah.
All right. I'll go meet up with Sarah unless Sarah also has something that she'd like to do.
Not fully, unless, she would know someone who would have, maybe been deeper into the occult than she would have.
Give me a credit rating roll.
91 out of 94.
I was gonna say it's gonna be pretty hard for you to fail that one. Yeah,
the dice tried.
yeah. I mean, you probably could find somebody. Maybe somebody who'd be considered a medium. Probably considered less than reputable. But not at that time of night. She's not going to be able to track somebody down.
Yeah,
I mean, she'd have to do some research to find somebody, though. But
and she does have the diaries too. Yep.
Which she has not looked at yet.
And she'd probably take a peek at those too.
Okay, let's talk about that then. So let's go back to that. The Corbitt diaries are in English.
Okay.
But sometimes strangely phrased. It will take you a total of 2 days to read all of them.
And if she wants to just kind of skim?
Skim. Okay. Well, if you want to read them entirely, it will add +4 to your Cthulhu mythos and lose 1d4 sanity. To skim them, I'm going to say +2 and still lose 1d4 sanity. Because you're still going to take some knowledge in scanning them. What will she do?
Scanning, but I don't like my chances of actually doing anything because I have a 0 in Cthulhu mythos.
Well, you do. You start off with that. So you're going to gain 2 in Cthulhu mythos. Okay. And in the process, you're going to lose 1 sanity point.
Okay.
Now I'm going to tell you what what you find. The diaries describe Corbitt's various occult experiments, including the summoning of some unearthly spirit and other magic. But then there's more, but you have to read further to find that.
Mm-hmm. And she did say she would meet up with
Mhm.
the good bishop
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Yeah.
So.
Does she choose to read more?
YOLO.
Yes.
Okay. So you're going to add 2 more to your Cthulhu Mythos. You're up to a 4. And you're going to lose a little more sanity. So let's roll that again. And you're going to lose another point of sanity. Okay.
It's all right. She's a rich girl. She should be in an asylum at some point or another. Hysteria.
Money only causes problems.
As you dig in further and start to understand more what you're reading, one of the diaries clearly describes a spell entitled Call Forth the Opener of Ways.
Hate that.
All right.
Don't like that at all.
No other spells exist in the diaries.
So it looks like someone figured out a summoning.
Possibly. Would you like to know more?
Yes.
You could keep going.
Yeah. Now I know we're already over 3 hours at this point, so it's you guys got to tell me basically how long can you stay, so, or if we need to plan a second session. So
I don't have much going on tomorrow, so I'm good.
okay.
I'm also good. I don't have much going on early tomorrow.
Okay.
So yeah, we can keep
Okay.
going.
Okay. Let's try to wrap it up within like the next hour or so.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. All right. So, this spell, you could learn it, but not in this session.
Yeah.
But if she chose to and really practice, she could learn it.
Yes.
Just throwing that information out there. So on your notes, write down, learn the Call Forth the Opener of Ways spell. So, okay. All right.
Very
So
nice.
now that you're both a little tainted, you meet up for coffee and bagels. And
Did you sleep well last night?
As Sarah has like dark circles and is a little less put together, and that wild eye
maybe a
look
little
in her
twitch.
face. I learned some things.
Were they good things or were they
There's a spell.
even more tired? Just,
So,
does it seem legit? I'm sorry, just curious about that. So, yeah.
yes, but I'm not sure whether it's a summoning or not.
Okay. Well, maybe that will come in handy at some point. So, what do you think? There's obviously something going on with the house, right?
Yes.
When we were leaving, I didn't see anything. But I definitely felt like something was watching us.
Most definitely, but I think I was a little too weary.
And it was so weird too because originally I'd heard something above us,
And then we saw the kitchen, we went to the other room I showed you, but then when I heard another sound, I don't know if you noticed it, but I heard it from the kitchen. That's why I reacted so strongly.
I couldn't tell where it was coming from.
So it feels like someone, or perhaps even something, is already outside of the door that we've seen. But then also, if the door leads to the basement, that might be where we can figure out what's causing the weird haunting. I mean, if it's Corbin or Corbitt doing the haunting, then we would need to find his remains, I'm assuming, and do something with that.
Possibly. It was stated he was buried in his basement.
Mm-hmm.
And
But why
the
is it
only thing
locked
that
like that?
the only thing that worries me is that door can only be open from the outside.
Yes.
So,
And so many locks to the point where it seems almost excessive. But that
yeah,
just means that they must have wanted to make sure that whatever was down in the basement couldn't come up from the basement.
or whoever was sent down into the basement couldn't come back up.
I wonder if Corbett made, and this is just me kind of taking in all the information that we've got in the past 2 days. I wonder if Corbett made some kind of
Deal?
deal that had something to do with his body being like, I don't know, maybe some kind of vessel? That would make sense for the, like, make sure that nothing could get out of the basement.
Yeah.
Or even like a conduit for something. And either in the book, that is real nasty and gross and worm eaten. Were there like any mentions of all of like human sacrifice type things?
Uh, I don't believe so. Keeper, would there have been, or did we just, like, not find that information? You're muted.
Sorry about that. I do it at least once a game. Let's see. Give me an intelligence roll, please.
Okay.
Ooh, something new, something new.
38 out of 80.
I rolled a 2.
Oh, Jesus. My God. You don't necessarily remember anything about human sacrifices, but there was talk about more sacrifice of not necessarily of the flesh, but more spiritual sacrifice. And on that too, I want Dyer to make another sanity roll, please.
Oh no. I'm cracking codes in a way that I'm not supposed to be cracking them.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
This is adorable and I'm here for it.
I got a 56. And what is my sanity? My sanity is 59.
Okay, so you just made it.
I just barely made it. By the skin of my teeth.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, that's not right. That's not right. So, but yeah, not necessarily. There isn't as much talk about of the flesh as of more the spirit and to the bishop, you think the soul. So
Maybe. Okay, I think Dyer just kind of like pulls out the decrepit nasty book,
mhm.
and kind of like carefully flips to like a couple of pages and just like
Mhm.
mutters some of the Latin and says, "Yeah, there's not much, but there's like the very brief, at least what's here. Some of this is destroyed, but uh, something about like something to do with the soul, sacrifice that way, spiritual sacrifice."
You're more of the soul than I am.
I'm gonna be honest, I think we're perhaps potentially unequipped to deal with whatever is happening
You
at
think?
at the Corbitt House. But
Sarah thinks, nah, we can do this. We just need more bodies.
I think we should go back and see if we can figure out what was going on the top floor of the house.
Okay.
I don't know that we'll be able to get any bodies anytime soon.
So you're talking about bringing in a meat shield?
Or an extra set of eyes and ears.
Bringing the freaking bodega owner.
You want to grab poor Mr. Dooley?
No.
Yeah. Yes.
Yes.
I want to bring Clancy.
Oh. Aw, poor Clancy.
Clancy, I will give you $20.
$20? I don't make that in a month.
I know you. Hey, a little risk. You could strike it big.
Yeah, we'll keep it. Yeah, you go back. Give me a persuade roll though when you talk to Clancy, because he's pretty loyal to the court. But
We don't have to bring Clancy. We don't have to bring Clancy. Isn't Clancy like 18?
maybe he's a kid.
He lied. He's 15.
I don't even think there was child labor laws then. So.
God. If you can think of someone to bring Sarah, that's fine. I unfortunately don't have anyone.
I can't think of anyone.
There's always Ms. De Bruyne, Kim. You don't have her number, but she has yours.
True. But I don't think this is her idea of a date night.
Yeah, unless you're really evil. Go wait in the bedroom for me. I'll be right in.
That's crazy.
With the way that house fuddled noise,
It's like Hellraiser.
I don't think we would have even heard her scream.
Yikes. True, though. You have said nothing false.
Okay, so what's the plan?
I think we just gotta go for it.
Yeah,
Okay.
because
Alright.
we don't have anyone we can bring.
Okay.
We don't got allies yet. Not really.
All right, so you get back to the house. That creepy feeling like you're being watched returns.
Immediately?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Can I ask you a question?
sure.
Can I get a little bit of paint on our way in from that general store?
Sure.
Some white paint.
Okay.
Okay. Can I paint the same symbol from the church
Sure.
on the house?
Sure.
Don't
Give,
say it like that.
give me give me an occult roll, please, at disadvantage.
I mean, does it? I don't know. I don't think there's like a common sense roll. I mean, I don't really have a way to check to see if this is a good idea or not. But it seemed to be some kind of ward.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe it would be helpful to have this on the house. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Go
But
ahead.
it could also be fucking us.
Somebody want
Said
to
it
find out? So yes,
said
you're going to roll
disadvantage,
occult at disadvantage. So
Okay.
I don't think I've ever heard Tom that evil sounding.
Oh my god. Okay.
That
Well,
was
neither of them passed.
okay. Give
Got a
me a
67 and a 45, but my occult is 40.
please give me a sanity roll.
Okay.
from both of us or just one?
Just her. She's the one who decided to to paint on the walls.
I had 28 out of 59,
Okay.
which also is that. Yep. Oh yeah. Okay. Got a 28 out of 59.
Okay. You just feel like you successfully paint it. You just feel like it was a bad idea that maybe that maybe you were taunting the house. Nothing necessarily happens to you, but you just get the feeling like maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Can I take it off? Can
Uh,
I be like, man, that was a bad idea?
you could while it's wet. I mean, just like smear it and
Yeah. Maybe I'll just do that. Maybe I'll just paint over it fully, just like that was a bad idea.
Okay.
That was a bad idea.
you still get the feeling it was a bad idea, but it's
Sarah, I might have made the house mad.
Sarah's just gonna start popping on rosaries,
Yep. Okay.
tucking them in her shirt.
intentional. It wasn't intentional. I just thought that maybe because the other thing seemed like it was some kind of protection for the area. I was curious about whether or not that would work for the house, but now I feel like I've insulted the house, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay, you guys are going inside?
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe we should just take care of this the old try true way.
What was that? Out of
Dyer's
character?
turning about burning it down. Completely burning it down.
You're just gonna use the Delta Green approach, right?
Burn it. All of it has to be burned immediately.
No, I'm not opposed to that idea. I don't think any of the neighbors would be either.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, if you you would have to get something to set it
I
on
have my
fire. with.
rifle.
You can't just shoot at the house and it goes into fire. I mean,
I just mean I have. I'm thinking of my rifle, and I'm just gonna like sling it on my shoulder, like
So,
over my shoulder to have
We
it.
can go to a gas station, get some gas
Mhm.
and a lighter.
Okay. You can, yeah. That's fair. All right. So you leave.
You think as like a last approach sort of thing?
Well, we could either go into the creepy basement or the upstairs, or we could just torch it.
I mean, did the person we talked to want us to destigmatize the house? Like,
He wanted you to investigate it and see if you can find out, what's going on. What
Do
why
we
did the
have his number?
sure. You'd have to
Should
go.
we also?
You'd have to go find a telephone booth or a telephone
Yeah,
somewhere.
I assume there might be one near like the gas
probably like
station as
yeah.
Sarah's getting gas.
We'll say, yeah, that's fair. We'll say that there's a telephone at the gas station. All right,
Okay.
you want to call Mr. Knott?
Yes.
He's the guy who asked you to. Okay.
Sarah,
Right,
do you want to talk to Mr. Knott, or do you want me to?
I'll let you do that.
Okay. Then Dyer will go and call Mr. Knott while Sarah's getting some gas for the car.
Okay. And he's like, hey there, Bishop. I was hoping to hear from you soon. What'd you find?
Do you want the good news or the bad news first?
Oh, it's one of those calls. Give me the bad news first.
Well, the original owner of your property, Mr. Corbitt, seems to have gotten up to some very interesting occult leaning black magic type of
What?
stuff. And his body, well, we happened to find a journal left behind at the old church you might have remember closed 12 years ago, Chapel of
Right.
Contemplation,
Yeah.
stating that he wanted his body buried in the basement.
Oh, come on. That sounds like a bunch of. Did that family get onto you? Because that they still owe me money for rent. Did they? Oh, come on.
No,
A
the
body
only thing
buried in the
inside of there.
basement. Hogwash.
Have you been inside the house recently?
Well, recently. Give me a psychology roll.
Okay.
I'm assuming recently meant when he acquired it and kind of looked in. Yeah,
Okay.
it's standing.
I got a 13, and to make it, I would just need to spend 3 points to get to 10. So I'm gonna spend.
the 3
I am.
points. Yeah.
I'm gonna spend the 3 points.
He's full of shit. He probably bought the place, has never even stepped foot in there. You can tell he's lying.
Okay, then Dyer's going to say, "Oh, it's in extremely bad, like disrepair. There's like rotting food that was left out. There is also a basement, but the basement has was it a steel door or iron door?
Just like a wooden door, but it has
Oh,
like
it's a
3
wooden
locks.
door, but it has no
Yeah.
bolts.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
There's a door to the basement that has about 5 to 6 locks on it.
I didn't put those locks on there. Maybe those Italians put the locks on there. These immigrants.
The locks are on the upper floor.
What?
The locks are on that side, which is weird, right?
Who would put locks on the? So are you saying there's nothing wrong with the place?
I'm saying that at best, you have someone's dead body on the property. And at worst, if the information about Corbitt is true, he's done some very illegal and possibly horrible things at that house. that may possibly be tied to the disappearances of those kids, for all we know, with the Church of Contemplation.
Oh.
So it might truly be a better idea to relieve yourself of this property and cut your losses sooner rather than later.
You know what? I will
I'm
send
not sure
you.
you want to be I don't know that you want to be tied to this property, especially if something illegal happened. We looked at the court records
Mhm.
and something did go down.
I will pay you for your time. Thank you very much. And I will send money to you for your time. Thank you very much. And he will just hang up.
Did he sound mad? I want him to not use this property because I want to burn the property down.
So we are gonna wrap up here. Basically, what is gonna happen is Mr. Knott decides that he is going to investigate the house himself,
Oh,
and is going to spend a night there. He lets people know where he's going so that that he's not, so if he doesn't return, somebody can find him. He is found, though, in the basement of the house and has been stabbed by some kind of dagger. The characters, the investigators, will then be sought by the police and must then seek to prove your innocence.
We didn't do it though.
I plead the fifth.
I didn't want him to go check it out himself, but I did think, oh, he might go check it out himself.
We should have just torched the place and walked away.
I didn't want him to sue us for torching the place.
So
Sarah comes from money. You'll be fine. You're part of the church. It was a cleansing.
And where we end it is with Dyer just hanging up that phone and probably just giving Sarah a look like, oh man, we're fucked. So
should have just torched the place.
Can't we just stop him another time in the future? No, he's dead. Well, womp womp.
And that, my friends, is where we're going to wrap up the story for tonight.
All right.
I would like to thank my players. I hope you enjoyed that.
Definitely.
Yes.
Thank you so much for doing this for us.
No
That was
problem.
fun.
No problem. If you ever want to play Call of Cthulhu again, please let me know, because I'm always up for running this game. So
I love the Sarah Dyer duo. It's very
I do
fun.
too. I do
Same.
too. I'm thinking there might need to be another game with the two of them.
Yeah.
Maybe they're on the lam. Who knows?
I also love that they're like not too serious about this. They're like, this is weird. I don't like that. So relatable.
There is a lot that is in that house. There's a lot you guys didn't even get to.
Yeah.
Well, you
So-
said we could run away.
Yeah. Burning down the house is not actually one of the options in the story, but I was fearful for it because it makes sense. So
Right. Just
yeah,
like lights it up.
Fire purifies.
if you'd like, I can send you guys the scenario and you can take a look at it for yourselves.
Yes.
Ooh,
If
yes,
you
we'll
want to
look
see
at
what was there. I don't want to say anything else on this in case anybody else is watching it and hasn't played it. So, but I will send it to you guys, and you can read through the whole thing and see what was waiting for you. So,
Okay.
all right.
Thank
Well,
you
thank
again.
Oh, of course.
you.
Thank you. Thanks everybody watching. Please be sure to give the video a like. and subscribe if you haven't. And we will be back with more fun stuff later. So good night, everybody.